Kuroda Oro, huh? What about this guy? He's doing the hard time right now, maybe. Ooh, that was a nice low parry. Whiff. Low forward. Immediate low parry. I kind of like that. These air parries. Oh, what the fuck was that? Kuroda. That was a good punish, though. I usually do an immediate stand strong there, and that works. That's better, I guess, but his punish was cool. His punish was very cool. Doing a flash kick cancel. What was that? I guess he was going for dizzy, but like that's not even max dizzy. I think against Shotos you can do 2-hit into heavy stomp. I don't actually remember if that works on them. Oh no. You can interrupt that. He didn't. He could have swept. If he swept. Immediate sweep. That would have done it. Wow, what a wake up. It's kind of a mix up when you're coming down from that kind of... Let me find it. When you're coming down from this kind of jump. Air parries only last for 4 fucking frames. So if he's going to parry like this high up, then he sacrifices the ability to parry a little bit lower down. So there's a bit of a trick to it, anti-airing early versus late. What the fuck was that? That was a weird time to go for an air fireball. I wonder if it was like parrying to stand strong. Alright, that was weird that that worked. There, he did the... That was cool. And then the Kuroda setup. Failed to chase him down, actually. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Tengu unblock... I mean, what do you call it? Yagyodama unblockables against Akuma. If I were him, I'd probably just throw a fucking... Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, this is awkward. Yeah. Oh, he's alive! Jesus. I would have thought he would die from that. Like, he did exactly what I would have done, but I just, like... I would have thought that would have killed him. The parry, that super's not that fast. It's like 5 frames or something, I think, or 4. And it's slower, you know, depending on how far it has to travel to get to you. So he had plenty of time after the super freeze to get that initial parry. It wasn't too hard. And then he just parried as long as he felt comfortable and then blocked the rest. Should have skipped sooner. I wouldn't say this matchup is bad. It's probably pretty even. I feel like Akuma's neutral is better, but Oro's dizzy output is very helpful here. Akuma's a bit more versatile at the mid and long range. Ooh, this is big. Is he going to do a low fierce into super reset? And then an EX fireball perhaps? Oh, that was a bad parry. That was a really bad parry. If he parried once, then that meant he had to successfully parry everything until he hit the ground, or else Oro could juggle a stand hard kick for the dizzy. That was very, very risky. I'm going to get a million people talking about Maple Story, aren't I? I guess I should change that, but it's annoying. No juggle here. Every hit of that uppercut is an instant 6 unless it's EX uppercut. Nice. Early. I don't know how to feel about these. That's kind of a cool setup. It's a 50-50. You still have the low overhead stuff. You don't get a great conversion out of either one. I guess you do. If you do like low short dash in, you can get stand strong. I don't know if you have a conversion out of the overhead. I guess you would do universal overhead rather than stand fierce because it's faster. Anti-air overhead. Strong. That was some professional wiggling. I'm actually impressed. I'm weirded out. You see what he did there? He did the backdash throw bait, but he didn't actually hit a button immediately. It's like he waited to see the throw tech. A lot of people just backdash and do medium kick or backdash and do hard kick. You don't really need to confirm the opponent's throw tech or anything. It's kind of just a good poke at that range. Most people aren't really ready to do that delayed of a wake up parry. It would have worked there. But he played it safer, I guess? I don't know. A lot of people, when they tech a throw, they do like an OS parry after. Oh, what? How fucking bizarre. He did the Urian. Okay, I've never seen that. Haven't seen that a day in my life. Urian has a unique juggle for chicken combo. It's not even stronger, I don't think. It's just it builds a lot less meter too, but it's cool. If he did the regular juggle here, he probably would have had a mid-screen chicken combo. So this is very flashy, but it's actually probably not better than... Oh, and he dropped to the second half. It's probably not better than the regular stuff. That was really cool, that uppercut into the cross super. Chicken combos are always weird little juggle B&B. Yeah, it's like the stand strong launch into medium stop juggle. You can repeat it 3 times. It works on all characters except Twins and Hugo, and it works on all characters in the corner. It's a little bit tighter on some characters than others. You can tell on 12 and Shotos that it's like kind of tight to get. On other characters like Dudley, it's very easy. That's safe even if parried. Fun fact: if the opponent's right next to Oro and does a parry on that higher fireball, it's got like next to no recovery. Nice. Low fear super. Sermonos. He got the weird timing. Unfortunate. That time it was backdash and instant hard kick. How weird is it that he was holding down back and then ready to hit, like, on the forward dash he was ready to hit stand strong into hard fireball. I mean, that's an OS, really. It got far strong, he would have just gotten a far strong and that would have been that. That's probably not his ideal ender there. And also, he probably should have gone for like a meaty command grab. Meaty hit grab from outside the range. Because that would have been a lot harder to get out of. Urian had a parry out of that wasn't even that bad. Some things Kuroda does are smart as fuck. Other things are like, there's something better you could be doing. You have to block Oro's hit grab. You can't parry it. So that means the opponent has to do like a perfect block red parry, which is crazy hard because they don't know when it's going to happen. You can also tech it like a throw, but it's like literally frame perfect and Oro has to be in throw range. If Oro's outside throw range, you can't tech it like a throw. It is one frame though. You can do that with all throws, all command grabs. If you throw the opponent on the frame that a command grab hits you, you'll just get a regular throw tech. Does not apply to Hugo Super 1, or I don't think any grab supers. Ooh, look at that. Oh, see, he got the over it. That's what I was talking about. But the other time he had 4 hits of super. And that was only like... Oh, was that still 4 hits? Yeah, it was. Okay, he had 4 hits of super here too. Yeah, overhead into follow-up is going to be really difficult, I would think. He went for it with deliberation and purpose, but it did not work. Kuroda's got a super weird style of playing. Whoa, that worked! That was really unsafe. He could have died. That was too. Little parry. That didn't really make it any easier or harder. I'm surprised he went for it. He got some meter out of it, I guess. Ooh, attack twice in the same jump. I love that shit. I do that too. It's really important to be able to recognize when to do that because very people are ready for it. Oh no! Okay, it was out of range. So Kuroda can easily win this. I don't really like that setup. Oh my god. How's he not dead? Why did jabs do so little damage in this game? Kuroda definitely should have lost that round. I feel like he should have kept Chun-Li in the corner and gone for the overhead low 50-50 instead of doing what he did. Empty jump, jump delayed stomp and empty jump low are technically a true 50-50 as well. But it's not a 50-50 that would have killed. Whereas the overhead low follow-up with the corner super would have been, or corner EX fireball would have been a 50-50 that would have killed. No super from that low forward. Stand jab to beat the delayed stomp or instant low. It's a nice option. Say medium kick is not a very good poke in this matchup. He backdashed into it. Aura's neutral's not useless here. He just doesn't have very many good buttons. His movement is great in this matchup. It's just that his buttons are worthless. No, this game has an air throw tech. Even if you don't have an air throw, if you hit light punch and light kick as someone air throws you, you'll take the throw. This is the only one with an air throw tech. I should make a video just showing that off. Be like a 2-second video. I mentioned it in the anti-air video. I show it off. I show Ken tech an air throw, I think. Or Urian or someone. Kuroda staying far away. He's really good at halting Makoto's means of approach. One of the keys is being really, really ready to hit Makoto before she can hit you on her forward dash, which is pretty fucking hard because she's got like a 14-frame forward dash. That was a really bad jump. Tominaga was really greedy to go for that. I never would have gone for that. He either had to jump forward or fucking stay on the ground. Staying on the ground would have been awkward too because he would have had to deal with a 50-50 on Aura jumping in. Kuroda setup. He got it. Kuroda setup. He got it again. The thing is, even if Makoto blocks the initial one, Aura still lands on the other side, and you still have to change blocking directions and or deal with an unblockable. No, Aura's Tengu Stone Super is about as good as this one is. Kuroda tends to always pick Super 2. He does setups where it works even against twins, which is the only matchup where it's really not considered to be that good. I never thought about using that command grab to punish Urian's... Ooh, look at that. He had a juggle there. Urian's launcher. I usually use Stamanos to punish Urian's launcher, but I guess technically speaking the hit grab does a little bit more damage. And it gets knocked down. That's interesting. Probably gonna steal that. He was way early. He was like really early. He timed it like how you have to time it if you want to combo an EX Fireball. Which does work against Urian. Cute. EX? Oh wow. It was EX. Nah, it was gonna get hit. He was better off just doing the Oniyama. If it worked, it worked, and if it didn't work, he would have still been hit by the mirror, and still been exactly the same. He would have not surrendered a super meter. That was just like a bad decision. Drop the juggle. I like the heavy fireball use. Oh, got him. No combo from that, I don't think. I think you need at least one more hit of... Uh-oh. He parried instantly, I think. But it was the light super instead of the EX super. The characters in this game are very deep, and Aura is one of the deeper characters. No, almost everything in this game is minus on block. Like, literally almost all attacks are minus on block. A lot of attacks are minus on hit. Almost all attacks go up to about +2 on hit, and go down to about -4 on block. Like, literally almost every attack in the game is in that range. Very rarely can you link out of any grounded normals. Most grounded normals do not give you enough time to link. Most stuff is like +1 or +2 on hit. And on block, like everything in the game is minus. So there's very few grounded links in the game. There's like few enough that there's only like 1 or 2 per character usually. Aura doesn't have any. Aura has 1. Aura has stand. He has close jab into far short, and it's a 1-frame link, and it does literally nothing. And that's his only fucking standing link. He has a TC too, but the TC is also pretty useless. Car throw. Aura makes a noise when he does a car throw because he has, on the first frame of his hard kick, he says something. He makes like a hard kick noise. And he makes that, you know, even if you do the car off of hard kick. Pushback is pretty high in this game, so punishing, or rather making someone regret being minus is kind of hard. It's very difficult to get a tick throw off of more than a single light. You can't do like Street Fighter 4 setups where you like take someone with 3 light normals and then still walk in and throw them. This movement. Cute. That parry into sweep, huh? That's pretty good before Chun-Li has super. After she has super, it's awful. You hate to do that early, because he started with the stomp. Would that work? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she just ate, she parried. That resets it. So that super still had 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, and then that jump right off was 3. So that was 6. He had no juggle there. He did stand hard kick like it was going to juggle, but I've never ever seen that. But it could not have hit. 6 gives you very little time to get a juggle. All air normals have JP3. The fuck was that? Was that meter build? Or was that some kind of weird thing that he meant for it to hit? That was strange. Kuroda's got a really unusual way of playing. That might hit. It might have been that he tried to do a Kara, like off of stay medium kick, and he missed the Kara. That's probably what happened. That probably can juggle there. You can do like charge back into forward medium kick hard punch, Kara hard punch, and it'll give you a stay medium kick Kara fireball. You can do it with any fireball. Probably a swag juggle. Oniyama, all versions of Oniyama are unthrowable. Wow, he's being pretty disrespectful for it. He like loses if that's blocked. Oniyama has decent range and decent speed, and it's unthrowable, but it's not invincible. The hitbox is pretty nice. The X one is invincible. It's actually one of the better invincible reversals in this game. Unfortunately, you need down charge to use it, so that's a big downside. Techi. That was nice. That was not a punish, by the way. And he dropped that fucking chicken combo. Kara palm. I don't know about that. I'm not aware of any instances where Karas don't work. I remember that you could Kara Hugo's palms into other specials. I mean claps. Wait, what do you mean by Kara palm? Are we talking about palm breaker? Is that what that's called? I feel like that's the name of it, but I haven't thought about that in forever. And I don't like that. She can beat it. I was going to say low forward. I didn't know back fierce worked. Probably similar speed, actually. Ooh, good storage. Usually it's like a bug if a Kara doesn't work properly. Crouching Chun-Li means that was a combo. Usually that doesn't link. If he does regular setups right now, he can kill her. And he's going for regular setups. Kuroda setups will actually be bad here. He's got it. You have to use jab super on Chun-Li because she, her wake up timing is kind of weird. And that's also a giant nuisance because if you reach jab super needs the most screen carry because it goes straight, it goes the farthest. But it also lasts the longest. But if you hit the corner, Oro can't jump over Chun-Li in the corner. So you can't get cross-up unblockables on her. For now. So you have to, it's kind of a nuisance, the characters where you have to use jab fireball. You only really have to use it on Makoto and Makoto. But it's convenient. It's like more reliable on Urien and Chun-Li. So you want to use it on them too if you can help it. Oh, he actually successfully chased that down. I would have thought that would have done nothing for him right there. Empty jump parry, I think. Ryu was just playing it defensive. Anti-air walk back. That's the Shoto juggle. You can do that in the corner, it's a little bit easier. He juggled Oniyama. I like that. I forgot that you can do that. I haven't done that in so long. Usually I try to juggle hard kick these days, and almost always I miss it. Oniyama's kind of worse. It's easier to hit. It's easier to get the combo. The scaling's kind of bad by that point, and you get anti-air Oniyama, which does a lot less damage than a low one. And you don't get any sort of Oki off of it. What the hell? That was a really bad super. I'm guessing it was a failed uppercut. And now Ryu can sweep this. Or that. That actually works pretty well on some characters. The blocked EX Oniyama to super. Some characters have trouble beating it. Or like maybe they can beat it, but they only get like a low light kick or something. Oof, good chase. Very nice, very nice. The problem with the Kuroda setup is that it's a 50. It's an unblockable on block, but it's a 50-50 on parry. Whereas the other, the other setups are just true unblockables. But the Kuroda setup does a lot of nice things too. Like you can combo into it even if you don't have the right juggles. Even if you can't do chicken, for example. It also works from a lot smaller of a screen position. Nice ender. That was max damage. 3 hard kicks. You have to be really close, and the first one has to be very early to do 3 hard kicks on Chun-Li. You can do an infinite number of medium kicks on Chun-Li, but you can only do up to like 3 hard kicks, and you don't have a juggle after the 3rd one. Whereas you can do like 2 hard kicks into a bunch of medium kicks, which is pretty reliable. That's what you do if you have like a 6-hit stun juggle combo on her. Like if you dizzy during a Tengu stun or something like that. You do a hard kick, and then 3 medium kicks, and then towards strong. The reason you end with towards strong is because it does more damage than medium kick. It's also a bit more consistent. But you can't do towards strong earlier in the combo because towards strong instantly ends struggles. Or doesn't have a damn thing to juggle after towards strong, then we'll hit in time. That's not true. He has one thing to juggle after towards strong that'll hit in time, and it's Tengu Stone. And that's the basis of his Tengu, his EX Tengu juggles. Is that his towards strong normally ends the combos, but if the EX stones hit after the towards strong, they reset the juggle counter. So he like ends the juggle counter and then resets it every single towards strong. Aura sweep is pretty good against Chun-Li. She can punish it with like a card throw, I think. So it's not like safe or anything. But she can't get like huge damage on it until she has super. It also interacts favorably with her pokes, and Oro is very hard pressed for good pokes in this matchup. It's the same as Street Fighter 4, I think, and 5. It's like if you hit a button midair, there's 4 landing frames, and if you don't hit a button midair, there's 2 landing frames. But you can tech throws and you can parry during the 2 landing frames. So you can like land into a low and then low parry it, which is something you actually see in this game. Nice. That's actually fairly common. Anti-air low is good to catch someone who's like looking for an anti-air jump in parry. And if they want to make a read on that, they do empty jump low parry. I've done that and had it work plenty of times. Oh no, I confirm. Oro can't really fuck her up. That was a nice forward dash, very optimal. Oh yeah, this is what you get for parrying. What the hell? Was that a deliberate whiff into a bunch of parries? He definitely did a bunch of parries afterwards, but it didn't really look like a deliberate whiff. She could have OS'd a parry inside of that. I mean, not a parry, a super. It was literally like a dead OS right there. She was only going to get the super on hit. And she got the hit. She could have reaction supered, but like she could have OS supered as well. Or stand strong would have been actually a punish there. Interesting anti-air. Very nice. She can do that interrupt even on block, so on parry she's got a lot of time. Oof. Very optimal. I would have definitely ended with towards strong there. But he did 3 hard kicks. A little bit more damage. The damage is literally like single digit damage at that point. They both do, like the damage between those two normals isn't even that different anyway. At the end of a stun juggle, it's a lot even less significant still. Dash and low forward. That's my enemy, is Oro. Oro has very awkward follow-ups from a... Oh, it wasn't even a punish. That's sad. Oro has very awkward follow-ups from a long-distance parry. His best option is probably just raw command grab. Good conversion. I would just juggled... oh, he dropped it. I would have just juggled hard kick and called it that. But he actually walked in all the way for a chicken. Where's the EX Fireball? The EX Fireball was so much better there. Oh no. EX Fireball covers you so much better. Command grabs are like 2 frames or something. It depends on the command grab. There's actually a lot of variance in that. Like Hugo's are like 2 frames, I think. Or like 3 or somewhere in that territory. Makoto's are slower. Why did you write Viper like that? That was a bait. He did that set up specifically to bait that. Needed the mid screen. Oh, predicted. Hard read. Kuroda was fully in his head for that whole sequence. He stayed crouched to make Air Tatsu whiff, and then punished it with a chicken. And then he did the mid screen, trying to bait the teleport towards. I think that was low short into immediate low parry, but it didn't do anything for him. Like him attack slightly delayed, and the parry was no longer active. That was a guard throw. Don't think he needed it at that range. Very optimal punish. That's hard to get. He just did the mid-screen reset. He got the second hit only. He misinterpreted when the teleport was going to end. Yeah, he's voiced too. Or was voiced. It's a pretty good voice for him, I've got to say. As someone who's been playing this character for literally fucking 10 years. It's like exactly the voice I picture for this character. He sounded like half like an old man and half like a chicken. Pierre. This is one of the better Urian players. There's no juggle there. He got the max he could have gotten. He's certainly really good with the juggle count. He's also pretty light on the executional errors, and his parry reads are on point. Despite his reputation, RS execution is not especially difficult. Very nice. I mean, there's stuff like that, which is harder. There it is. This is the first time he's gone for that, and it worked. He's been doing like jump and stomp mix-ups instead. Oh, Kuroda's normally really good at stopping those. He's always been a pervy grandpa. He thought Ibuki was trying to ask him out on a date. Remember that shit? No, or it's just really fucking old. That's like his. That's why he looks the way he is. That was a nice parry. I would have eaten an ass ton of damage there if it was me. That was. I like that delay. I like that setup too, because that would have been a Urian chicken. That all comboed, that's pretty funny. Very hard to not die here. He had to go for like a miracle parry sequence. That mirror was close enough that he had to parry it, or was kind of wide on the ground. He's one of the wider characters. He's very short though. If you block that, you have to block 2 hits, but if you parry it, you only have to parry 1. Very nice. Hit grab goes through mirrors completely seamlessly. I like this. Oh, I like that a lot. I would have done that. It didn't work, but, you know. That's kind of a bad tackle. He did EX mirror just to make it safe because it was so bad. It was a very easy parry. Kuroda did not parry it, but Urian can't react to that. Maybe he can. The step kick. Fun fact, that step... Gil and Urian having that step kick is the reason Abel has it. Oh, it ended. What is this? I don't care about this. I want to watch this. Now would be kind of a good time for me to change my listed game that I'm playing. Move or duck under fireballs. Or I can dash under a fireball. But it's frame perfect. There we go. Good enough. This is not sized correctly. If they did Aegis the same way they did in Street Fighter 5, it would have worked fine in Street Fighter 4. Third strike 3-on-3 team battle. This happened in 2018. This is top 16. It's 2 hours 32 minutes long. I'm here for the long haul, baby. Let's watch this whole thing. It's a fucking Remy. I'm already interested. This is maybe Hugo's... This is maybe Remy's only good matchup. It depends on who you ask. Okay, Remy probably beats Sean. Oh yeah, throw them fireballs. Dude, this is a Remy. Oh yeah, Hugo's so goddamn tall in the air. He has to deal with a fat-ass mix-up every single time he jumps. I like the instant air normals. Whoa! They didn't even combo. That normally combos. I guess he was too far out. Ooh, scary. There, nice parry, nice punish. If you get a high anti-air parry, you can get Remy's Love Fierce. Sean in third strike is actually worse than Dan is in either of the games that Dan's in. What's this Hugo doing? Botan trouble. Dan is like not horrible in Alpha 3. And he's he probably is one of the worst characters in Street Fighter 4. He probably is like bottom 3. But That's not saying much. Street Fighter 4 has pretty good balance. Alright, they're moving over to Hiroyuki and Kokujin. Is that what they said? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it looks like this one's nearly over. Do it for us, Kokujin. Damn it, never mind. This is third Maniax Natsu no Jin 2018. Third Strike tournament that happened just recently. Happened August 13th of this year. We got about 2 hours and 30 minutes of it, so quite a lot of footage. Although it's not all game footage, so I'm going to be skipping around. Try and keep the game going. Oh, this is a classic. Furo versus Hiroyuki. Love me some Twin versus Chun-Li. I'm not even joking, I do love that matchup. Either Twin versus Chun-Li is pretty fun to watch. Twins are really good at fighting Chun-Li, probably the best of any characters. Actually, Kuroda says Ken's the best, and maybe he's right. Akuma's pretty good too. Yan is definitely better at fighting Chun than Yang is, which is no surprise. But Yang has some tools that Yan doesn't have that kind of, you know. He attacks Chun-Li from a different angle, if you know what I mean. Not literally, though. They definitely both attack Chun-Li from directly above and in front of. He had it in Second Impact too, I think. That was a special animation. If you get swept during a forward dash, there's a unique animation. Where you trip forward instead of backward. Whoa, nice wake up. Chun-Li's usually wake up with either EX legs or EX spinning bird. And honestly, they're both about as good as each other. EX spinning bird is a lot more unsafe. EX legs has quite a lot of pushback. They both have a little bit of invincibility, I think. But neither one is invincible until it hits. Very nice. The TC was done just to land before Chun-Li. Meaty palm like that is pretty bad, I feel. You can fake the palm, but like Chun-Li can just OS the parry every time. And if she parries that palm, Yang can get fucked up. However, palm has a really high reward on it. Especially if Chun-Li's cornered, but she wasn't there. But if you get like a palm, if you get like a meaty palm on a cornered Chun-Li, you get a bunch of Mantis Slashes. You get like a bunch. Rufus has some pretty slanted matchups, to be honest. Rufus has a lot of matches where he just wins free and a lot of matches where he struggles a lot. He's one of the really bad examples of balance in Street Fighter 4. Nikali has a dive kick. Probably the fairest dive kick I've ever seen in a Street Fighter game is Rainbow Mika's in 5. Knocks down instantly. Fucking massively, I shouldn't say massively, somewhat unsafe on block. It's only like -5 or something. And it's unsafe enough that you can get a decent punish on it. But the left-right is pretty good. And the pause mid-air is pretty useful too. So it's definitely not bad. And it works on our character design. It's just very risky. The TC cross-up, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could cross-up with both hits of that. That's pretty funny. Dive kicks can cross up on cornered opponents. I think that Yun's dive kicks have a better cross-up hitbox than Yang's. I want to say that Yun and Yang dive kicks have different hitboxes. That's true in Street Fighter 4. I think it's also true in Street Fighter 3, but I don't remember. Yeah, that was probably unblockable. It's common knowledge that Urien and Oro have unblockables, but Yang and Ibuki actually have them too. Left-right unblockables. Whoa. How you doing, Sean? Oof. That wake up. Oh, the sweep failed to punish. Yeah. Yeah, that was a car throw. Off towards Fierce. Dive kicks can cross up mid-screen, but it depends on the character. On some characters, it's almost impossible. On some characters, it's pretty easy. Alex would be an example of one of the very easy characters. What I was more trying to say about dive kicks crossing up in the corner is they cross up against, I think, everyone, or very near everyone. They might not cross up, like, Q. But, like, a lot of characters you can't cross up in the corner, and a lot of characters you can. But, like, twin dive kicks will, like, it depends on the jumper and the person in the corner. That's sad. Alex sucks, honestly. Alex is saying TR grab can just get fucking parried. Granted, it's a hit grab. He probably will get it before me. Oh no. If you parry a clap, they only have like 2 natural frames of recovery. And then there's also like 2 extra frames of recovery from parrying a special move. So you only have like 4 frames to get a punish on a parried clap. It's like a very small amount of time. You can parry it. If he goes really close to you, you can parry a clap and then throw him. It's very deliberate that it's like that. It's because clap has really high startup, which means it's a very easy reaction parry. So, you know, they have to make clap a very specific way in order to make it not just a free parry every time. Hugo's toolset is also very good against people looking to parry claps. So it works well for him. YSB. Please tell me this isn't a team of 3 Hugos. If a team of 3 Hugos gets OCV'd by Remy, that's fucking perfect. Oh no! Oh, he went for it. He went for max damage. You can just juggle a flash kick there, but he went for the cold blue kick into flash kick juggle, which is harder. Good corner carry on that neutral toe. And you get a flash kick juggle in the corner. That works on everyone, I think, but you have to do a Kara on some characters. The Kara is not easy. It's like charge down into towards, medium kick into up towards plus hard kick. Actually, he might do the car off of like stand hard kick, so I don't know. That close strong. I think that's pretty plus. Oh, he had to parry the other way. Here goes a wide boy when he's jumping. Oh, the Kara super. That was insanely cool. YSB no. Hayao. It's Ebar, YSB, and Hayao. This is the dream team. This is like the 3 Hugos. You gotta be kidding me. I don't want a team like this to get OCV'd by Remy. Hayao is the best stick spinner in the entire FGC. I don't know about Fab. Maybe Fab is a better stick spinner. Hayao was like fucking put on this earth to spin sticks. OCV, 1 character victory. It's a 3v3 tournament. So if one person beats an entire other team, that's an OCV. That was probably punishable by SPD. Play it safe, looking for that reversal super, which is a very low risk, high reward option for Remy. People call it sweeps too. Anti-air super is really good against Hugo, because it actually anti-airs him. Not even a threat of a trade most of the time. That was aggressive. That is an overhead. That Sin hard kick is an overhead, I'm pretty sure. It's very unsafe though. It's like unsafe on block and hit, I think. Yeah, this format's really fun. Alright, where's the stick spinning? Come on. Oh, that was the perfect time to spin a stick. Oh, that's the perfect time. Oh, there it is. I think that was a deliberate whiff into 360, because I think I saw the startup frame of a 360 there that he got hit out of. Hugo's looking real good right now. He can almost, like, he's almost at a point where he can like, do jabs and stuff trying to trade with fireballs. Or short. That's probably what he's thinking of. It's kind of hard to hit Remy during his fireballs, to be honest. He doesn't get as wide as a lot of the other fireball throwers. Jump jab. Very smart. Very fast normal. Same with jump short. Very well picked, well placed air normals, I feel. I want Hayao to win. I want this team to go far. Oh no. That's so disgustingly good against Hugo. It's hard to parry through it too. He's got no meter, go in. Empty jump 360. $720 does so much goddamn health. Car throw. That was a meaty universal overhead, so hard to block. Or not meaty, but like deep. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen that wake up in my life. That was just to make it safe. Unfortunately, on hit, it doesn't juggle into anything. Yeah, 3 frame is still the fastest button. Very few characters have 3 frames in this game. They call them 2 frames in this game because of the different notation. Or as a 2 frame, so does Chun-Li. It basically doesn't matter in this game, to be honest. Very rarely are things neutral on block. If Hugo lands a 720, he literally wins. That was it. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh, that's it. Good shit, good shit. Top round a little bit. But I'd have had to click the 10-second button quite a few times. Matsuken. I hear that Matsuken's an old man, but he doesn't look that old. On the left there. Last I heard, he's in his 40s. He looks like he might be in his 40s. I don't know. He's Japanese. Japanese people always look young. Tempura. I don't know this guy. You can buffer a Dudley super during a short swing blow and then confirm single hit. That was an OS. OS low forward option select from a empty cancel buffered. Jump back hard kick. Dudley's kind of tall. He's not super tall, but that works on him. He has to be standing, which he was there. No super cancel. Didn't matter too much. Whoa! That should have been. He should have died for that. Who would I main in a Tom and Jerry fighting game? There are not a whole lot of characters in a Tom and Jerry fighting game, I would think. Who we got? We got Spike. Do we have Mamie Two Shoes? Is she a character? I'd main her. I was main. Whoa! The throw was already partially done, which is why it worked there, I guess. I always pick the brownest girl in a fighting game, and Mamie Two Shoes would be the brownest girl in the Tom and Jerry universe. Yeah. Ken Super is pretty good. It's one of the better ones. I would probably call it like the 3rd or 4th best taunt in the game. Did I say his super is good? I meant his taunt is good. Oh no! Ken can chippu these or that.
しゃがみましたね。多分行きましたね。行きましたね。ちゃんと多分その着地をなんかそのハイジャンプで消すみたいな。なるほど。しっかり確定だって。さあダッキング出ず。
That was a very nice punish.
このゲームSA を当てるとクイックスタンディング受け身が取れないんでキャラごとに表裏に行けるというレシピがあるキャラもいますね。でケンはだいたいSA から行けるので。でマツケンさんはそれがすごい本当に見えないというかキャラごとにしっかりやってます。ここで出てくる杉山さん。
What's Spike's son called? Is it just Spike Jr.? It's like Tom's friends. There's fucking that little gray mouse that hung around Jerry every now and then. That had like a diaper. I don't remember his name. Ah! Tyke. And Nibbles. You guys know your Tom and Jerry lore. Spike and Tyke, that's clever. Oh, where's the... He did low short into nothing. There's probably a juggle there. It's a weird thought. What if he canceled that to super? There are like a few episodes where Tom and or Jerry die. What about the one where Tom literally like has to like get Jerry to sign an apology or like a sign a forgiveness thing, or else he goes to hell? That was a good episode too. What about the French one where Tom gets beheaded at the end? What the actual fuck? Nice, there's the low short super. Should've done that last round. It was a dream, yeah. I don't know about that meter use. He was up a lot. I feel like I would've tried to sit on that meter. Yeah, the one where they sit on train tracks and wait for the oncoming train. That was like a bitches and hoes episode. Wasn't there like one where Jerry went to the big city? And then he missed like chilling with Tom. Mouse in Manhattan. It was good. Oh my god. Is low forward into low parry that good? We've been seeing that a bit lately. I want to try it in a match against like a good player. Imagine being Matsuken. Must be nice. I wonder if Akuma low forward is -3. Because both Ryu and Ken low forward is -3. And that means Ken can Shippu if it's not cancelled. Sometimes he can Shippu even if it is cancelled. Good little parry. Very easy to react there. It's easy to do the parry early. If you're jumping back and there's a fireball below you, it's very tempting to just hit parry and then not realize that the fireball's not going to hit immediately. It's kind of an awkward little situation. It's not too hard to get the parry though. Probably one of the easiest parries to get. That coward copter, he still got punished. The coward copter was perfect. It's just he couldn't get that far away from Akuma. This green scroll wasn't going fast enough.
一本は残したいかなみたいなっていうところですね。最終ラウンドで圧かけたいところ。でも甘えると死ぬんでね、このゲーム。2回で死にますからね、5期のこの体力。あれも今対空行きましたね。
Shadow matches are so pure.
死にますね。飛び入ったらやばいですね。もう飛びが入ったら死ぬ。ブンブン中は知ってますけど。うわー
Akuma's weird because he's probably got the most grimy toolset, but his low HP forces him to play the most, like, defensive. Defensive is the wrong word. Akuma has to play careful. Ryu and Ken have some HP to waste, so they can be a little bit more aggressive. Nice. That confirm. That is the confirm. Where's the cancel? He still had another low short into super. Oh, very nice. He's going for the juggle. You didn't even get it. That was a weird thing to go for. It actually wasn't bad there. That would have gotten 2 hits on Akuma, and those 2 hits would have done okay damage on Akuma's health. He would have been at near chip after that juggled super. Yeah, that's definitely true about Akuma. He's got to think things over very carefully. There we go. He has got very little health. Nice double DP. I think he had one there as well.
そうですね。このミモラのチームは九州大会のこの前僕一緒に行ったんですけど、ミモラとミモラじゃないですね。富永さんと。
Oh, Makoto's whiff normal put Ken over her head. That dash under was pretty nice, but it looked like Makoto recovered before Ken did, and she did something pretty fast to throw. Ken will try and win with a mix-up if he can help it, but it's nice. You can fall back on EX Fireball Shippu pretty easily at endgame. It's very hard to parry out of that. Granted, it's pretty expensive. Favorite character in terms of spacing, I don't know. My favorite matchup to play in any fighting game is Urien versus Zoro. Third strike, I don't really think about spacing like that. There definitely is spacing in third strike. I definitely play Hugo differently from how I fight Q. I try to stick on Q like glue. I try to hang away from Hugo as much as possible. Oh no. That probably would have worked on any other Ken jump, but he did an air Tatsu, air EX Tatsu, which changes his momentum. No super! Low strong super is key. I think he wanted far strong there and EX only got close strong. Far strong hit confirms super. Close strong doesn't confirm anything. It does lead to his TC, but he didn't churn it out. You can kind of OS it. You can do like Stand Strong and then OS the Stand Fierce. Oh, very nice. Makoto has this weird sequence of like jab short dash punch that she can do after. She can do like stand strong, stand short, dash punch, I think, or like stand strong, stand jab, stand short, dash punch, just like something like that. She's got like a little normal link sequence that she can do. There's not a chain or anything either. I don't remember if she has any chains. I want to say no, but she might. I think Urien can chain his stand jab. I don't remember if he can chain his crush jab. I think he can. Chains are not super common in this game. Remy has them, Twins have them, Shotos have them, Urien has them. There aren't that many others. Dudley has them. Dudley has like 2 chains. Whoa. Looked like she grabbed him in the recovery of headbutt. Headbutt has very little recovery. It's also safe. It's very obnoxious on characters who can jump it. I mean duck it. I mean who can't duck it. Fuck. On characters who can duck it, you just gotta like duck it and be ready to punish very fast. It's actually very similar to how it functions in Street Fighter 5. So. It's pretty good to hit her anyway. EX headbutt is completely different in this game in 5. In 5 it's a reversal, in this game it's not. EX mirror. EX mirror is the safest. If you parry the tackle, then if you do, if the opponent parries the tackle and you do normal mirror, they can hit you, even if it's like light mirror. But if you do EX mirror, it'll interrupt to whatever they did, unless they go for more parries. And even then, they can't do more parries into like a fierce. They've got to do like another parry into a throw. They need to do something that'll make them invincible, which a throw will do. Unless you're Remy. Or, if you block the tackle and then red parry the normal super, you can fuck with Yuri a little bit. All depends on what kind of tackle and where you are on the screen and shit. EX mirror is just generally safer because it's a lot faster. EX mirror is like 1 frame. It's one of the fastest attacks in the whole game. This was true in Second Impact. I've never actually confirmed whether it's true in Third Strike. But if you're right next to someone in Second Impact and you do EX mirror and they're not already blocking during, by the super freeze, they can't start blocking during the super freeze. Like, that's how fast it is. And it's actually the same speed in Third Strike as it is in Second Impact. I don't know if they made it so you can block during the super freeze though. Third Strike ignores inputs during super freeze, which also makes it very hard to parry after a super freeze. Stance focus cancel work. Stance change is a higher priority than focus. It assumes if you hit a whole bunch of buttons, you were trying to do a stance change rather than a focus attack. So you get the focus for 1 frame, ergo the armor for 1 frame. And then the stance change, which has literally no recovery at all. Ooh. It's Nuki. Shimono. Nuki Tai Shimono. Tai means versus, against. It's also used for scores, I think. So if it's like 1v5, they'd say like 1 Tai 5. Go Taichi. There's plenty of stuff that takes priority over focus. Taunt takes priority over focus. You can do a Kara taunt to absorb fireballs. Ultras have priority over focus too. No, they don't. Stance change isn't the only thing though. I guess technically red focus takes priority over focus. You can get a focus car red focus, not that you ever would. It might only be taunts and red focus. And stance change. Oh my god. I don't even want to watch this. Chun-Li is fucking cancerous. That's a tricky situation because Chun-Li can't throw you. It might be a bug, but Capcom has had, like, since vanilla to patch it. So if it was a bug at any point, it's not a bug anymore. Especially since Gen's pulled it out in match, like, you know, before. Capcom has to be aware of it. I think they're just content to have, to again have something like that. It's not like super broken or anything. Having one character have like a one-frame parry is pretty interesting. I hate Chun-Li! I hate it! This is so stupid. I like how Chun-Li's crush run us is in the low. Oh. I'm surprised neither of them are using low strong. Because low strong is actually very good to counter poke Chun-Li's low forward. Low strong has just a bit more range. You can use it to whiff punish. Chun-Li is honestly one of the most disgusting matchups in any fighting game. It's like fucking Alpha 2, two roses. Just fucking sitting near each other, whiffing low strongs. Let's jump around a bit. Is that a twin? And a Ryu? Yun Ryu, perhaps? Yep. Oh, go back. Go back. There we go. Oh no. Oh, nice. That was actually really cool. He did stay medium kick, and then Ryu parried and went for a punish throw, and Yun super jump canceled the stay medium kick to be unthrowable. Smart. That staying strong, you probably should have just canceled it into a dash punch instead of going for a same strong TC. I don't actually know which one's stronger. High damage. Oh my god! Not even a good punish. It was a meta thing. It was getting into your head with this whiffed Shinshoryu. I didn't realize it was Shinshoryu Ryu. I like Shinshoryu Ryu a lot. I don't even think it's bad. It's interesting. It's hard to say if it's good. It's probably Ryu's worst super. But it's definitely functional. Shinshoryu Ryu is probably mid or maybe high tier. Probably mid. Tenshin Ryu is almost definitely high tier. Koshun, he looks cool. Koshun literally means like Crimson Chun or like Red Chun or something like that. And he picks this fucking salmon colored Chun-Li every time. The Shun is just the Chun and Chun-Li. Chinese works really weird in Japanese. Obviously, like a bunch of their writing is in Chinese, like borrowed Chinese characters. So when Chinese words are written, they're usually written with the kanji. And sometimes they're pronounced in Japanese, and sometimes they're pronounced with like Chinese. So like Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, pretty good example from like Journey to the West. If you read his character, the characters of his name in the way they're pronounced in Japanese, it would be Son Goku, like Dragon Ball.
なんか昔ぴょんぴょんとすごい飛んでるイメージあったんですけどさあなんか目覚めたんですねなんか急に顔がマジですね普段の講習さん普段から顔はマジなんですけどやってることは来撃に今の確定ですね
Oh, the fireball hit him.
今の飛行権やばい中足も差し返す
It's rare to see Akiko can do anything, to be honest. Most Chun-Li's only use it to confirm the super. Oh my god, someone stop Ku. That's cool. That stand hard kick was going to be confirmed to a super on hit, but on block he used it to super jump away. You can't actually cancel stand hard kick into a super. You have to cancel it to a jump and then cancel the jump to a super. It's one of the very few technical things Chun-Li has to do. That's a bit mean. Chun-Li has some technique. Landing legs is mostly technique. There's quite a lot of tech with that. Kenzo. He's a wide boy. Look at him. That guy looks like a Hyuga player. He looks like a Chang player. He looks like he'd play Chang in KOF. An unmashed lightning legs. Parried. Chun-Li could have mashed to get more hits. Yang was close enough that he could have just thrown after any one of those parries, and that would have been more reliable. But instead he went for all. Oh, here we go. Oh, he missed the last one. You can get a 7-hit juggle there. Nice. This is a versatile ass Yang. Look at this. We're seeing everything. Empty jump. Stand fierce. Safe on block. Catches people looking for one parry. He also did it in a way that was going to be very delayed connect. Very likely to catch Chun-Li. Hitting buttons or something. That was fast smashing. Ah. Down towards Fierce? The hell was that? Oh, it's over. Palm into the Rekka juggles is max damage on Chun-Li. It works on a decent number of characters, but not all. That's RX. Kind of a wormy looking guy, isn't he? I could take him. It's nice to know that even if I lost to RX in a match, I could beat him up in real life. RX is the god king of Urian. And generally speaking, one of the best players of this game ever. Nice block. I would have blocked wrong. Of course, Kenzo is one of the best players of this game ever, so... This guy is probably the second best Yang I've ever seen. Maybe the third best. And I've seen a lot of Yangs. Oh no, the throw. He did a neutral throw and it was mashed. There are mashable throws in this game. The faster you mash, the more hits you get. If you're the offense, if you're the defense, the faster you mash, the sooner the throw breaks. Well, you always get... The hits are faster if you mash faster as the offense. You always get the same number of hits. The number of hits won't go up if you mash. They'll just happen quicker, which is important because the other person's shaking to get out. Yakun. This is probably one of the most prolific and most successful Yun players. It's hard to pick out a single Yun and be like, this is the best Yun. It's very hard. There have been so many Yuns. And most of them are pretty fucking... There hasn't really ever been a truly standout Yun. There was KO a lot for the early years. I would call Yakun one of the best Yuns ever. I probably wouldn't call him number one, but he is a candidate for number one. He's very skilled at a lot of different things. His neutral is like perfectly optimized. His struggles are really good too. He's good at everything you can be good at, really. Nice fucking drop there. Max damage ender, max meter build, anyway. Oof. Wake up, stand, hard kick. You're unthrowable for the... You're not unthrowable, but you move back really far for the early frames of hard kick. So most of those will whiff on you. This should kill. It's gonna be close. Oh my god. That was a really cool juggle too. This is a pretty high profile match. Yakun versus RX. Oh, can you get the... Oh, no. It's too far. That might be crouching opponent only anyway. I think it is. I forget. There might be a tight link there. A lot of people just didn't really want to fuck around with Yun. He wasn't as much of an oddball, or he was more of an oddball than like Evil Ryu was. There were a lot of characters in Ultra, like viable characters. Like Capcom Cup had really, really good representation. There are so many different character specialists. That's cool. Seeing the mid combo dash punch, the safe dash punch. Wow. That's a nice confirm too. Oh my god. Yakun is fat. Is that an Elena? Oh, my favorite. Elena's probably my second favorite to watch. Maybe my third. It's like Oro and then Hugo and then Elena maybe. I like watching Q too, and there's one here. This is a good match for Elena. Despite having a dash punch, Q is not great at punishing healing. He doesn't really have like a good way to fuck up Elena for it quickly after most knockdowns. Whoa! Nice. EK go. Q is also very easy to juggle, which is nice for Elena, who has some nice juggles on him. A lot of her corner stuff gets a lot easier on him. This is TM. So she is a healing Elena. You can run any of Elena's supers pretty well in almost any matchup, to be honest. Yeah, I think there's still a lot of stuff that's untapped. I don't know about Uncharted, but untapped is probably true. Very nice. Anti-air Super 2 is probably your main way of landing it, to be honest. Rhinohorn is pretty good on Q, I think, but that looked really awkward. It's good if he jumps. Oh no, this is where Elena is actually strong. What the hell happened there? So the TM magic? That was a pretty big heal. Failed to punish. When you say proximity option selects, there's already a bunch that are used. She might be dead. Oh my god. That was attempting to catch a parry. He did fucking back roundhouse into command grab. That's wild. That's a wild thing to go for. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. Oh my god. But now, and this Elena player Ikego are on the team of MOV. I guess MOV's not on Kuroda's team anymore. Oh, no respect. You're supposed to get your taunts off early in this matchup as Q. You have to be no respect about your taunts. Beginning of round 1 is like your only chance to taunt in this whole fucking, like, against Chun-Li. Whoa, that wasn't safe. It's weird that he went for it. I don't know what it was. Imagine trying to beat fucking MOV with a Q. It's probably one of the hardest things to do in this whole world. If Chun-Li doesn't have a super, you can taunt with relative impunity. That's like the worst thing that can happen to you. It's that jumping combo. And that's really not too bad. What was that? Air normal, jump strong. Oh my god, that was punish. That was good as hell. Who's really ready to do that? It's like, let me super your back fierce. That was clean. The back fierce was OS'd. You can't parry that back fierce. That's the problem. That's the real danger of that. Is that because it's not hitting, it's unparryable. But it'll still beat almost any normal you do. But he whiff punished it with a super. Almost all third strike tournaments are on arcade, yeah. I can't think off the top of my head one that isn't. All the Wednesday night fights ones I went to. They were probably the first third strike tournaments that weren't on arcade in fucking years. Oh, that wiggling. Q still has a decent amount of health because of the taunts. I have no strong opinions about close normals. I played a lot of Adon in Street Fighter 4, and it was annoying when you wanted close hard kick, or when you wanted far hard kick and got close hard kick, for example. Generally speaking, I think it's a good idea, but they used that as an excuse to remove a lot of normals, which I didn't like. Like, there were like 2 or 3 normals that had close and far variations on like every character, and now they only added, there aren't that many command normals. The tournaments I went to in Wednesday night fights, the third strike ones, it wasn't that much. Because there weren't that many entrants. There would only be like 11 entrants to like 8. Both Online Edition and Anniversary Collection are 100% perfect ports to the best that I can tell. As a veteran third strike player. My only gripe is that there's no macro for 3-punch 3-kick in Anniversary Edition, which is annoying because I have a character with EX supers. That would be a really big problem for someone who wants to play Street Fighter 2, because it's really hard. It's very annoying to do something like hawk dives on a pad. Hit 3 punches at once. I don't know if there's even a single fucking pad T-Hawk. But there's like Snake Eyes playing Geef in Street Fighter 2. He's a pad warrior. And Geef has fucking 3-button stuff. Lariat someone up. I wonder if Snake Eyes still plays Street Fighter 2. He used to. That's actually how he got his start, I'm pretty sure. Started as a Street Fighter 2 player, moved on to Street Fighter 4. Yeah, look at that anti-air. That's how we anti-air. OS parry mash jab. Mash it as long as you need to. Nice. He knew exactly what was going to happen. Oh, that was a failed super, and it would have killed. Oh, it's over! Oh, never mind. It's fucking long. Super jumps have a ton of landing frames. It's like 10. It's much longer than a normal jump. In fact, it's better to whiff an air normal than to let a super jump resolve naturally. It does feel off to me, but I think it's just in my head. But I frequently miss it. He should have gotten reversal supered for that. Scary. Yuri's got no meter though. Does a good chase on the jump. Yuri in low forward is decent, and so is Staying Fierce in neutral against Chun. You take what you can get against Chun. Most things don't work that well. Stand forward is okay, but it loses to back Fierce. Stand Fierce trades with it, I think. Depends on who does what where. Low forward just ignores it. Low forward beats it clean, I'm pretty sure. Bonk. In this game, how useful are super jumps? It depends on who you play. As Zoro, I super jump all the fucking time. An Atlanta player might not super jump at all. Or like a Sean. They have some of the more useless super jumps. 12 super jumps all the time. Shadow super jump quite a lot. They have very nice super jumps. It's hard to tell a lot of the super jumps in this game. Shadows only barely go higher with their super jumps. Logs of my findings? No. Well, it depends on what you mean by my findings. I've gotten like notes of all of how combos work that I like shared for all of the combo videos. But generally speaking, I have all of those memorized anyway. It's not like I ever consult them. So I'm gonna say no. It's all just in my head. He had to do that. Well, he didn't have to do the fucking second dash punch. That was a pretty hard read. Didn't pan out. Twins have a pretty awkward super jump. Makoto's is okay. Ooh, that'll give you a punish no matter what. Third Rekka or no third Rekka. Nice little option there. That's a really fast super. It's 2 frames. Neat characters. I like made videos about this stuff whenever I found it. Oh, off of stay medium kick is JP3, so you only get 3 Rekkas afterwards, or 4 on some characters. But Palm is JP1. Inflicts JP1. So you get 5 and sometimes 6. Ooh, that's a pretty easy red. That's one of the easiest red parries in the game. You can see he delayed quite a lot after getting the red parry, and that's because he was waiting for a super cancel. Whenever you red parry, you always do another parry instantly when you're red parrying that. And that's because Dudley could cancel it to a super, and you want to parry the first hit of the super before the freeze to make the rest of the parry easier. If you get the first parry, Deadly Super is very easy to parry. It's just 4 parries, and they're all the same timing. It's no harder than parrying like a Ryu Super 1. I can do that whole parry fairly reliably. I almost never fight Deadly, though.
徳ちゃん対徳ちゃんが先方で対処プロさんですね。これは面白いですね。ヤン同キャラどうなんですかね。これ本当に殺し合いですよもう。
Yang Yang.
去年のクーペレ
That's cool.
では徳ちゃんが勝ってます。なるほど。白い方がプロさんですね。で紫の方が徳ちゃんですね。そう。プロさんはねやっぱり前歩の使い方うまいんですよ。
Palm into Stand Fierce. You might have to do something like that on Twins. Oh, it's over. It's pretty desperate to do 3 fucking slashes there. Furo is a very, very good Yang. He's one of my favorite Yangs to watch too. Ooh, nice parry. Oh, he wanted close fierce and got far fierce, I think. That's weird. That's weird that he got far fierce. See, little things like that are why proximity normals are bad. You can do some OSs with proximity normals, which is kind of cool. Like as Oro, I can fucking it's like a no-brain OS for Oro. I can do far strong as a poke, and if it comes out as close strong, I can fucking just juggle something out of it, like walk forward strong or fucking stamina house or something. Doesn't take any brain power at all. Which is good because I don't have a brain. Ryu Yang is one of the most pure matches in this whole game. Yang has slightly better neutral and Ryu has generously better damage. Ryu supers are better and Yang CX is better? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Yang CX is better. And they're both very low gimmick characters. Yang's a character where you literally can't do anything unless you go for aggressive parries, and Ryu's a character who's paid off a lot for aggressive parries. So it makes it kind of hype. That was an aggressive parry. Those are aggressive parries. He's looking for that stand. Oh my god! Oh. Yang went for 2 parries, looking for a cancel to DP. Or EX Fireball or something. He still got the punish though. Damn, that was a good match already. Ryu is pretty hype in this game in general. This is Denshin Ryu, which is maybe the least hype one. It depends. It depends on whether you like Denshin. I like Denshin. I think Shinshoryu Ryu is more hype though. This isn't gonna do anything. That might have been a punish on the... Not a punish, but that might have been... It was in Ryu's favor on that bad dive kick. Yes, I like that. If I made Street Fighter 5, I would have made supers do like half the damage they currently do. And I would have made it so they cost 2 bars instead of 3. I would have made it so there's no way to use 3 bars in one combo. Or not, no way, but like I would have made it so there's no way to use 3 bars all at once. I would have made it so you could maybe do like an EX move cancel to a super or something like that. And you could use EX move cancel to super to give characters things they don't normally have. Conversions they don't normally have. I would have made a lot more scenarios in the game where if you don't, like you need an EX to get a conversion. And that would have made it so if you want a super in that kind of combo, you need an EX and a super. Unfortunately, supers as they are right now basically already work in all combos. Yeah. No super should have a post super mix up, I feel, in Street Fighter 5.
さあなんか大平さんが何かにお祈りをしています。そして西川もお祈り。
That would be okay too.
早く押せよみたいな表情が出てますが、周りから
I prefer low cost supers though.
何に祈ったのか、そして何を祈ったのか。この二人は結構いつもよく対
I would want weaker supers that didn't cost very much.
お互いに
System I prefer. Oof.
遠慮ないしゃがみ台パ
And that way you can add a character who had an EX super that costs 3 bars instead of 2. Kalamora. Oh no.
に対して中足。このユンの中足きつそうですね、ユリアン。まあ基本的にはユンは円柱系なんですよね。なるほど。ユリアンもこのジャンプ大キックとか。
He got the combo. No, he didn't.
ちょっとコンボミス。
Garion just wasn't blocking low. And who can blame him?
ただなんか何も起きなそう。なんかちょっと安心してますね。安心したふりですね、これは。まだ余裕あります。結構西川君がまだ硬いですね。西川君が焦ってくるともっと面白いんですが。
Okay, the EX tackle there. I'm pretty sure you can do EX tackle and then link an EX mirror on the cornered opponent. It's like never a good combo, but I'm pretty sure it works. Wow. Oh, he didn't hit the mirror. This is real hard for Urian to not die. He got a Nuki. He got his Ibuki. Nuki is the Chun-Li.
精神的な戦力的にはダメージないんですけど戦力的にもないけど精神的にも多分ダメージないと思うのででもガッチンここ勝ちたいですねここはそうですね
I guess that's Higa.
どれくらい削れるかですねムキさんも多分この
He looks bored. He looks simultaneously 15 and 40. Somehow both of them at the same time.
なんかゲージはその霞朱雀で抜けやすいみたいな抜けるっていうかその防ぎやすい無責任発音に対してはリスクを
I don't know.
防ぎやすいって聞くんですけど
I kind of like the Omega mode, no DPF FADC on block. That would have been a nice step.
なるほどまあ伊吹もやっぱ体力が少ないんで
It's a hard question to answer though, because a lot of the systems were kind of like interlaid with it in a way that was hard to address, like ultras. Ultras are very, very, like, you know, you got the invincibility and they're very high damage, and everyone gets them every round. And of course, most of them are massively unsafe, so this is that high risk as well.
今確定っぽいですね。あーうまい。集中してる。さすが去年の覇者。ガッチンここは踏ん張りたい。西川君結構攻めユンなので。攻めユンだけど今日なんか真面目にやってるっていう言い方は変ですけど。
Nice.
硬いですね。
Let's safe on block. That's the nasty part. She's got a true mix-up between throw and fucking instant air super. What the fuck kind of wake-up is that? Looked like she took the throw there and got hit by medium kick. Nice, RTC. There's no particular reason behind it, but whenever I show off a clip with Ibuki in third strike, I like to have her against Yun as the dummy. Now we're watching some Ibuki Yun matchup. It's just supposed to be like a fast, you know, fast multi-hit characters kind of thing. This is safe. He did more than 3 reps. The more reps you do, the more unsafe it is. He did 4 reps. It's a little bit of extra chip. And it looked like he was still pretty safe. Unmashed, it's like plus. Even if it's parried. If it's mashed, then it depends.
なるほど。白黒さん、そうですね。そのレッドさんとかでやってるから、結構細かい反撃とかもしっかりやってましたね。伊吹に対してのなんかその知らなくてきついみたいのはないってことですね。はないですね。ただガッチンももともと中二戦得意なはずですからね。
I have an entire video planned that's literally that. I got it sitting on my desktop. It's in a folder called Game Theory. I also bring up cross-Tekken a lot. Because cross-Tekken also tries to fix SF4's problems. But the answer is yes. Every Street Fighter is just trying to fix the previous Street Fighter's problems. That's really what they thought for a bit. That was really the idea. Ironically, gems would work pretty nicely in Street Fighter V for differentiating people's playstyles. Right now, everyone actually plays fucking every character the same. Every Kami is the same Kami. They added loot boxes. Well, they didn't add loot boxes, but they added gachapon. I just sneezed. Oh my god, Ibuki's throw range is so bad. It's the worst in the game. It's like a joke. It's probably her biggest weakness, to be honest. One annoying thing about her as well is that her jab tart combo starts off of close jab, which whiffs on some characters, including Chun-Li. She doesn't have to use it. She can use like stand short, stand forward, TC. She's got other options most of the time, but it's like her best like combo route. Doesn't work on crouching characters if they're short, like Chun-Li is. Chun-Li goes into a full ass sit every time she fucking crouches. Whoa. Oh my god. Ibuki's throw range. Delete this. Hugo's throw range is like triple Ibuki's. You ever have your nose all clear, and then you sneeze, and then your nose is blocked? That's a shitty feeling. Where'd all this fucking mucus come from? I mean, a lot of good decisions go into making a good fighting game. Let's give credit where credit's due here. It's luck that this game was as good as it is. But it's also the culmination of a bunch of, like, you know, ideas that were to promote both fairness and fun. The thing is, most balanced philosophy is like playing it safe. And playing it safe is usually not as fun as when they just kind of make something wild that they can't really fully foresee the consequences of. The problem with Street Fighter 4 and 5 much more than 4, is that it's fairly easy to get an idea of what 90% of what's possible, even the first time you sit down with the game, as long as you understand the system. Like, I could just make a video of all of T-Hawk's combos if I wanted to. Like, literally all of them. I couldn't do that for most characters in Street Fighter 3. That'd be a funny video. All of T-Hawk's combos, the video.
だやっぱりもともとこの組み合わせきついですからね。
まあ1ラウンド目取れるか取れないかっていう
そうですね、1ラウンド
かなりかかって
目に注目ですね、これは。1ラウンド目にチュンリーが勝ってゲージもあるとかなりきついです、ケンガーは。
僕はマツケンさんはかなりやれる方だと思ってます、そのチュンリー戦、
なるほど
抜きさんに対しても。さあ、抜きさんの抑戦逆が。
前投げきついんですよ。足も刺さる。
強い。
ケンガーとしてなんか突破口が欲しいですね。あ、画面端は
ここはゲージなければいけるが、いいですね。これチュンリー側はもう食らっていいやみたいな、
まあそうですね。
暗い逃げみたいな形になりましたね。
No. None of them have names. Actually, I think they all have names.
うわ、今大パン返そうと
I forget how the naming convention works.
ああ、遅らせ中盤。
遅らせ中盤だけどゲージがないんだけど、どうなるんだこれは。バックステに前捨て。
It's definitely possible to just make a nutty fighting game and then hotfix it as the really dumb stuff comes up. That's what Mortal Kombat's been doing for a while. I shouldn't say for a while, that's what they did with MK9 and MKX. And I guess they technically did it with Injustice 1 and 2 as well, but they weren't really as nutty. They were kind of more thought out. They definitely made MK9 and MKX not really knowing the full potential of a lot of the characters.
打撃食らうとこれ終わる。
がゲージがないので、大昇竜ですかね、わかんないですけど、とにかくマツケンさん、さすがやっぱやってくれる男でした。僕は信じてましたよ。
はい、じゃあ、またいろいろ来てるんで行きましょう。健三さんにテキーラ来てますね。
健三さんお願いします。
ネミッサさん。
Is that Tommy?
結構やっぱケンゴさん自信ありそう
Tommy
な
looks
顔してます。
fucking... It's like the Japanese Robert Downey Jr. right here.
なんかイケイケに見えてかなり安全な攻めをするタイプなので。
なるほど。ああ、もう最初から。
さあここは今のはね、最速でつなげ。
I think if you have more installs, I feel like it's okay to make a character completely retarded during an install. Like, you don't really have to worry about it anymore. As long as it's time limited and it's a resource to activate the install.
今掴まれたら終わりだもんな。
そうですね、もう圏内ですね。
The only thing you have to worry about is something that, like, starts in an install and then, like, leads to an infinite, like fucking Alpha 3. I like the idea of Dark Forces like that. Dark Forces were very, like, innocent, though. They went very light on them. They made it that every Dark Force had, like, a fucking recovery period. Which, while interesting from, like, when you deactivate it, also underpowered most Dark Forces. But, like, something like a Dark Force made nowadays would actually be very interesting. A new Darkstalkers game would actually be great. Oh my god. Nice. Wake up 3 cut shabs.
盤石って感じです。
そうですね。で一回もピンチ危なくならなかったですね。一応。
Having every character have an install and every install be unique from every other install is a crazy good idea.
ここで止めないときついですね。
And the only game I can think of that does that is Vampire Savior. I guess most V-Triggers are installs, and I guess they all do unique things. So I would call V-Triggers a fairly good example of that as well. I want to say that every character has an install V-Trigger, although a lot of them don't really behave like installs, like Armika, Steel Chair. It's largely the movement. The movement is just a bit awkward in NRS fighters. You have to hold a direction for a few frames to even start, like, moving. Jump arcs are kind of big, and, you know, you can't vary them or anything for most characters. Or if you can vary them, you can only vary them in very specific ways. and then you've got a block button, so you can't move while blocking.
一生攻められてるっていう
Yes, the stiffness is like largely based on the movement.
まあ今のはちょっと難しいかな
I don't think it's that bad.
拾っている
Oh, he had a punish. That stand short was a punish. He could have canceled TX Rikas.
天童さんああいうのうまいっすね本当に
If you just stick with it for a little bit, you know, you just adapt to it. Running is a bit awkward too. Anti-air super 2. How rare do you see that?
なんかヤクが首をかしげてますこいつ
They have to already committed to a button. Super 2 is invincible, I'm pretty sure. And it does anti-air
残るは大将三村さん
if they're pretty close to the ground.
いやヨモダを寄せつけないっすねてか富永ヨモダを寄せつけない
Mimura
ここやばいっすね
Can we play in Makoto? I think he has a Yun too, but he plays always Makoto these days, I think. No, maybe that's wrong.
ですがミモラは
I guess I'm thinking of Boss.
本
I'm
当に
thinking of Momochi, I guess.
スピード感みたいな
Momochi used to have a Yun and now only plays
そう
Makoto.
ですねお互い
お互い速いプレイヤーなのやっぱ
スピード99なんでね
Yeah, NRS is NetherRealm Studios.
幼み選んだんですかね
なんか三村さんってほとんど全キャラ成長のイメージありますけど
しかもピックですね
富永カラーで
あーさあ KO はめ
Oh, he went for 3.
つらいすげえタッチ受け見てからさすがしましたね
The feint palm is to get people to try and parry.
歩きなきゃどうしようもない
Palms are all pretty slow
ただ誠もここ
and thus are reaction parryable. But if you feint palm and then like go for a throw, you're more likely to get the opponent looking for a parry and less likely to for them to be ready to take a throw.
ザクの KO
It's kind of got too much recovery, the feint palm though, so you don't see it that much. Additionally, a lot of people don't really try to parry palms because parries are usually done out of, or palms are usually done out of range, that they can be blocked. Usually they're just done so that, you know, they'll whiff. Interesting. He did the TC to try and punish the parry, but Makoto just parried twice. Probably looking to parry stand strong into dash punch, but he did stand strong into TC. Got him, I think.
さすが
Nice.
にモラ富永さん嬉しそうですが
嬉しそうですがこっからですからね
そうまだ終わってませんよあーケンドさん早い
Is that your actual Gmail?
うめえガンガン埋めてくるガンガン
Oof.
うわーすげえなこれ
Oh. That even combo. You can just parry that on reaction. It's hard though. It's pretty quick. But you, like, the low short doesn't combo into the chop, and the X chop is unsafe on parry.
バックステバックステにチワしてくソロ
So if you get hit by that low short, you can just option select the forward parry,
さすが KO
and either it'll be a light dash punch, in which it'll combo, or it'll be an EX chop, in which case you'll parry it.
地帯地球
Fairly safe.
制圧作戦ですまあできた
ゼロ点目ねそろそろ
勝った
Did I see a booger? I think I did. Is this Aura versus Ryu? Oh my god.
バナオ自体もオロ使うんで
そうですね、まあ、オロにキャラ替えしたりもしてたので相当オロに関しては詳しいです詳しいからオロ戦がうまいとかどうかは分かんないですけど
It's Vanao. Vanao plays Oro, and thus has an intricate knowledge of how to fight him. I've noticed that in how he plays. He does really well against other Oro players.
電人が真空にしてますね
He's using Shinku. I kind of like the meter build.
オロの地上戦です
Almost all characters can build meter faster than Oro can. Oro is very slow at building meter
波動拳
from far away. He builds meter the fastest of any character during combos, though.
リュウ結構たまんの早いですね
オロがやっぱたまりづらいですからね
Fastest Oro can build meter is by whiffing stomps, which is slow as shit,
感じなんですかね
or whiffing crutch fierce, which is also slow as shit.
ただ
Oh, I like that.
なるほど
Just nullifies the fireball. Don't even have to deal with it. One of Ryu's supers is definitely worth one of Oro's.
だけど
He's like high tier.
はまらないしね
Mid tier is like Ibuki and Elena.
おおみたいな
でもとにかく中盤をやって
あでも
He's on like the maybe the low end of high tier,
ない状況なので
but he's like a solid. He's a solid character. He matches well against almost every character in the game.
間に合わ
I like the effort.
だけどでもなんかあれ
I like the idea.
みたいな
なるほど
気持ちは伝わってきましたね。
This is a very defensive match. Very atypical.
まあ、まあ
Yeah, it's a pretty good reply.
中盤空対空あれ強いんでね。
ソバットがね
So is that. It's important to be random about which one you do.
ですが
ここから攻めた方がいいんじゃないか球あるから
MOV が頑張ってと
Sweep. Yep, 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 yep.
歩きだやし
そうあの球発生保証
Oh my god. But now it's playing this perfect.
もう見てからボタンを押せば大丈夫。
Yeah, just block.
さあ
Hell yeah.
バンが守りがち。
こういう戦いになるんですね
Beyond Yang seems about right. Or maybe just under Urian, perhaps.
それっぽい感じに見えてきましたね。
It's hard. He's a hard character to place.
まあバラはこんな感じの狙ってるんでしょうねとりあえず貯めてまあゲージ効率は竜アのがいいので
そうですね。でなんかその球に関しては真空で
Nice. That was a read.
あ見てから
He knew that was about to happen.
これがバラオプロ
The fireball stops quite a lot if it hits an opposing fireball, Shinku. So he threw his own fireball cancel to Shinku in order for the Shinku to travel faster.
中玉立つ
All EX moves cost the same amount of meter, but the meter will look like a different amount because super bars have different
打
lengths.
ちづらくなるのかな
みたいですね。
The meter will flash if you have enough meter for a super.
これは
See how Auras isn't flashing right now? No, it is. No, it's not.
すごい豪勢な
That's unblockable.
破滅隊はこれで終わったが
Cute.
EX 球残ってましたね。
You can see Aura taking the throw there too.
しかしバナオがゲージは1個ある
No.
これまたなんか球に真空波動
Ryu has nothing akin to a parry in Street Fighter 4. He doesn't in Mega Mode.
待ってますね
待ってますね。
なんか向こう1本溜まった方が危険な感じはしますけどね
ですが一応試させてますね。わかんないけど。でも竜側に真空が2本あるので今のところそれなんかその思い通りな。
確かに
Car fireball.
中盤に対して俺が結構何もできないんですかね
Aura could have held up forward on that one, and then he would have had a big punish. That was like a misplay that he didn't do that. That was far enough away that he could have jumped over it.
でまあ俺も多分ダッシュしかないんです
That was like a huge misplay, honestly. Because he would have gotten that corner juggle into
俺もそばってないですかねでもあれは沖で
a 50-50.
技なんで逆に龍河が中盤置いてると
Man, I was playing this in a really nasty, grimy, disgusting way, and by that I mean he's playing. Oh, he don't. He didn't cancel the stand strong. He probably expected to get 2 hits stand strong.
マナオさんがスタンチが溜まっていく。
That Dizzy's gonna be a problem.
用意してあるような
時間が
This guy completely turned around. It was like super in Vanao's favor, and now it's super in Aura's favor. It's gonna be really hard for Vanao to win this. Oh my god,
話の進化の限界
that was perfect. Oh my god, and now he's turtling. Who eats that? I think Aura's got the life lead. Now he definitely does. Oh, sweet Jesus.
見せる男。
後ろで MV 君苦笑い
That was smart to block. If he started parrying, it would have ran the clock down. But because he blocked, he got out of the way of the super faster. Favorite new character design in 4? Let me think about that for a sec.
見せ場ありきましたね。
まあやっとなんか僕たちが見たいバナオが
Let's see here. That was Goken.
良かったっすね
I kind of like him.
さあ
That was Seth. I don't like him that much.
味方の士気が上がりま
This
したね
Viper, I like her a bit.
MOV と池子
So
さん
Fuerte, I like him a bit. Rufus, I have no strong opinions on Rufus. Abel, don't like him that much.
さあ
バナオさんね乗ってくれる
そうですね
強いので
Jury and Hakan,
さあ今度は電磁に戻ってます SA
やってくれそうな
no strong opinions about either.
この組み合わせも何もやってるんだよな
Oni and Decapri. Don't like Decapri.
ね
Oni is okay. It's a hard call. I guess it's Goken.
神さん結構普通に最近
I don't really like most of the new characters, to be honest.
常にあるタイプなので
He got hit by like one of the hits of the Shinku. I mean the
バナオとしてもまああれでいいかな
Tenjin.
とりあえずいっかっていう
Not too bad, all things considered.
あでも
Dudley struggles to punish stuff like that. He had punishes there, don't get me wrong. But his punishes are awkward. He had reversal super, I'm pretty sure. Oof.
さあこれ前下ですね竜使いの
Oh my.
何今の
That really? He just ducking super and whiff punished a low strong? I think that was incidental. I think that was pure luck. I don't think that's a thing you can really do. I mean, I don't think it was luck per se. 5's new characters I like quite a lot. I like fighting Fong a lot, but I don't really like playing as him. He feels kind of awful to play as, but fighting him is really fun. Laura is pretty fun to play as, but horrible to fight, so it's kind of like the inverse. Nikali is just fine. No strong opinions. Rashid is very cool. Abigail is 10 out of 10 great. Fantastic new character. Colleen is pretty great. Probably like 8 out of 10. Also fantastic new character. Falk is pretty weak. Don't like her so much. G is pretty great. Ed is okay. Who am I forgetting? Manat is pretty great. Zeku is fantastic. I like both Manat and Zeku. I probably have some unpopular opinions, but I can't think of any off the top of my head.
なんかこうすごいいい重なり方するって確か国が言ってました。安全な竜の強い連携ですね。さあ TK さん。さあバナオさんの3立てなるか。
Denshin very strong against Sakuma, even with his teleport. The block stun setups for Denshin are fantastic here, because Akuma's dizzy bar is really short. You can get dizzies on him real quick, so things like DP Denshin become really strong on Akuma. Also, the Fallout combo does a massive amount of fucking damage on Akuma's health. But you still need like one good combo. Look at this. There's a block stun set up. If that hit, Akuma literally lost. If that jump strong hit, or jump roundhouse, or whatever it was, jump forward, I think. I don't know why I call it jump strong, because it was definitely not a jump strong. Nice.
やってなさそうな顔してますね。なんか苦笑い、チームメイトも笑ってますけど。
You have to jump against Birdie every now and then.
覚醒しましたね。先方バナオか。で対象が今 TK さん。
I mean, jumping is like the main way out of fucking command grab. It's also the main way out of Revengeancer or whatever. Revenger. Do you have to jump in? Not that much. He doesn't really have a whole lot of things that are weak to jump in. Straight chain is like the only one. I guess some of his pokes are weak to jump in. Like fucking low forward. Or maybe stand. I don't know. Stay but Brady doesn't poke with stay that much. He kind of does. Strongest vanilla character in 4. It probably was Sagat, but it was probably Akuma next. They might have just been Akuma. It's hard to say. Sagat was a good counter pick against a lot of characters in vanilla. Like, Sagat was really good against Geef. Better than Akuma was, I think. And Geef was like a top tier in vanilla. So, like, Sagat didn't have to deal with that bullshit. Or like Blanca. Sagat was a good counterpick to Blanca in vanilla. And Blanca was a pretty good character too. Rog was like, he was good. Rog didn't have any really big changes in the entire lifespan of Street Fighter 4. He lost a bit of damage. And that's about it. They changed the way his overheads worked in like Ultra. When people talk about SF4 vanilla, they're almost always talking about the before any DLC game characters. When they're talking about the Street Fighter 4 that's not Omega, they say Ultra. Or if they're talking about the entirety of Street Fighter 4, they usually just say SF4. Almost no one prefers vanilla to Ultra. There are a small number of people who prefer Super to Ultra. But generally speaking, Ultra is the most preferred by far of all Street Fighter 4 versions. Generally speaking, Ultra delivered on everything everyone wanted. Unless you wanted to play DJ with a fucking, I don't know, low invincible light Sobat. But they patched that back in, so whatever.
しっかり手上げました今シュッ
これ出てましたね。やっぱこれ、
出てましたね
なんか気持ちが高ぶるとなんか出るみたいです。ルシファーポーズが。
開幕大ルグであれ
いや大じゃないですね。
今中
中かな。こうなるとねルシファー硬いですよ。
Almost every character in the whole game, like their best version, is Ultra.
あうまい
And Ultra added some mechanics to make the game a lot more fun to play too.
いけるのかなこれいけるのかなうわ見えねえ今思った
Like every character having an actual option against Ibuki,
どちらに対しても
and her fucking shenanigan wake up mix up.
の EX サマーが
まあ確かに
I never really got into Alpha 2 at all. I played Alpha 3 a bit on fucking GGPO and Supercade. 2DF.
レミでもゲージがね満タンなんでね。あれは投げ角ですね。
ああそうなんだ
そうですね今のは。まあゲージをバンバン吐いて一本になったけど。
For the record, DJ's Stand Fierce did not whiff on all crouchers, just most of them.
バンバンルグレが
But it is dumb as fuck having a 4-stand move whiff on crouchers.
そうですね。
Yeah, yeah, Gen was one of the characters where their vanilla version was interesting.
お互い
Gen's probably the main one, to be honest.
やばいとこですね。
うまい
ダッシュ
Very rarely was there something that people really liked that was removed.
ちょっと安いですけど
One of them was Rose's Invincible Ultra 2. A lot of people liked that, and they took that away. One of them was
松木さん一本貯めたい
Geef's old EX hand.
ルグレじゃねえやEX ソニック
EX hand knocked down for a fuck long time. And then in like AE, they made it so
情報が入ってきたんですよ
EX hand left the opponent standing, and then people were really flip-flopped because they gave him EX hand that left the opponent standing, but then they gave him like light SPD with huge range, and people were like not really sure on whether he was better or worse. But Geef like completely changed. So if someone said I prefer Super Geef, I would understand.
何言ってるかわかんないけどまあいいでしょう。
まあほっときましょうあーっともう
I don't think anyone, even able players, misses. I think able players are the only people who miss Super Breathless. That shit was nasty.
これ言われてるんですけど実は結構めんどくさいんですよね。
あと沖縄にいます
Kami's dive kicks were a fun thing that people liked that was removed. Well, Kami players liked them. Almost no one else did.
あんまり不安がないと思うんですが
But Kami got so much in return for losing that instant air dive kick that like no one really complained.
でもきついですよ本当は普通は
Kami's ground normals were jank as hell in vanilla and super.
真面目に
まあ多分あれですよねまず円台パンをどうするんですかね
前風呂です。
前風呂か
この序盤ですね。あうまいうまい。
Shiro Kuro.
入れ替えて
It's like white black.
あ白黒さんもいい距離の詰め方してますね。でルシファーのルグレをどこで止めるかですよね。
そうだ本当にルグで待ってる時飛んでこないんですよね
Yes, that's weird. There aren't enough.
うわ
Even now.
おっとあれも投げ
これ
かけです
投げかけ
これをほら
Breathless, like, I don't know. I don't remember how they actually changed it.
うまいっすねあと出ず
I just remember how free it was in Super. It had like unlimited armor, I think. You could cancel it, and the cancel had very little recovery.
苦しいです
You could like activate Breathless, and it went really far. I think they nerfed the range on it. You could activate Breathless, and if the opponent jumped in, you could just release Breathless, and it would like hit. It would like anti-air them. It would be like a true anti-air. You could just hold it,
イメージはあると思うんですが
and that worked like on everyone.
レッドさんに負けたんですけどね。
あ
If you release straight away, it would catch. You know, it was unblockable. Unblockable full screen tackle.
やばいもう一回ビオル
It was very hard to punish.
もうルグレをそのまま叩き落とす作戦ですね。
あー白黒さんもプレッシャーかけに行く
デズがでもよく追いつきますねここから
一応ソニックもそんな気軽に打てる技じゃないんですけどね
一応回してるんでね一応 EX なんだっけスピバに勝てるように
あ
膝にしましたねさあしかしゲージお互いマックスなのでレミガもチャンスはある
I don't like these cold blue
ちょっとね
kicks.
たまにコンバーター映像見られるけど後発3試合
I want to just make the Guile video for like a mega mode. That's the next one on my little list. But I've been putting it off because I'm supposed to be working on an Alex video, which I could be working on right now. I got the text file open like right here. Look, there it is.
苦しい苦しい苦しい
The script.
何か見せてくれるのか
Shermie's dying is what he is. I thought that was going to be a super. I thought it was going to be cold blue kick on block into super. Oh no. It's over. Punishing Birdie it's a trick. I made a video about punishing Birdie correctly. But to be honest, I need to watch the video again because I've forgotten. I think
7勝1敗だと
Heavy and EX Bullhead are like -5, and Light and Medium are -10, and then in V Trigger they're all -9. Is that right?
ついに
It's something like that.
負けたルシファー
Bullhorn is
トクラ
minus a shit ton, like -16. If you cancel Bullhorn to trigger, it's -2.
なるべく本人はまあ当てたくないですね
EX Bullhorn cancel to trigger is like -5.
このトクちゃんはでもやっぱねチュンリー
I think all Bullheads cancel to trigger are like plus.
多分昨日もこれ結構やってたんですけど、
はい
確かいい勝負だった
Birdie Sweep is like -13 or something like that. I don't remember the amount. -15. It's like minus quite a lot.
仕事するとこですからね
But it recovers pretty far away. Or rather, it doesn't, but he can space it really well because it's huge.
クーペも優勝して
Very big sweep.
チームからもうなんか甲子園3連覇みたいな
I know most birdie numbers.
夏冬夏みたい
I
な
don't even know the veracity of all those numbers, though. I'm pretty sure on most of them.
多分若干昨日の対戦の一人目とかも入ってると思うんですよね結構数やってたので
じゃあそこら辺も注目して見ていきたいと思います
Oh yeah, it was so invincible for the whole thing. That wasn't a huge deal because usually you weren't close enough to throw him.
うまいうまい
おっとあーおっ
よったら
とチュンリーとしてはやっぱ1ラウンド目がきついんでね
I remember playing Super and like playing Ryu against
今の
like able players, and what I would do is I would like
ジャックじゃない
once I saw the Breathless, I would jump in and then EX Tatsu to stay midair. Retrospectively, I probably could have coward coptered to get over his head,
さあジャンプ
but that was before I did stuff like that. That was before I kind of played like optimally. I didn't take Street Fighter 4 very seriously until about AE.
トクちゃんとしてはここで決めたいが
That was a nice punish.
確定です前ブロコパ砲ですね
No human is going to be ready to punish fucking Brady's -4 crouch medium kick. And Brady will probably do it from a range where fucking a light normal won't punish anyway.
チュンリーとしては
And almost every fucking attack in the whole game that
かなと思うんですが
is 4 frames or faster is a light normal. It's like a couple 4 frame DPs and a couple 4 frame supers. Maybe like Laura could reversal super your crouch medium kick.
空対空うまいあっとノーキャン
溜まってる
うわ下ブロさあ EX せず打ち出せなかったが白黒さんはゲージがないので
Very nice.
苦しい
Oof. Make him land on the low.
18
That would have been a really bad option against the dive kick too. But I think he did it late enough that a regular dive kick would have been blocked. But a short dive kick would have been whiff punished.
さあトークちゃんが
That was well timed. Pretty nice, pretty nice.
トクちゃんが倒れちゃいました
映像には映っておりませんが
Why is that a feature of like Better Twitch or whatever it is that's giving me links out of that?
やっぱ抜きさんとずっとやってたので
Korean can probably stand light kick it if Birdie's close, which he probably won't be if he's poking with crouch medium kick. That normal goes pretty far.
国はね
Goes farther than most lights, and even after you block it, you know you're going to be even farther away.
まあ白黒さんが電人にどこまで慣れてるかっていうのはありますよね
ですねまあでも僕はワンチャンはあると思いますね
You'd have better luck preempting it with a stand light kick.
ときついですこの組み合わせは
さあ国対白黒とにかく大事なのは1ラウンド目
まあ竜は大足ですからね大足ぐらいしか振る技がないんですよね
大足と大波動っていうか波動拳ですね
あれです
It's been a while since we played S Ride.
ただチュンリー側もあんまりねリスクがないんでね
結局あの距離で下だけ入れればいいんですよねお国がガンガンいく
Unfortunately, I'm busy right now,
足が短い
and I will be for the next approximately less than 30 minutes.
あれはどうなんだ
Oof.
すごいスタンチですがさあこれ残ればまだあるがしかしゲージがなくなって
国ここからやる男ですからね
Oh my god, that was such a bad... I don't know what he was trying for. He probably didn't want to jump upwards anyway.
しまいましたが
Probably trying to do some stupid
白黒さん硬いっすね
jump and snare parry over Chun-Li's head or some nonsense, and he got an up jump on accident. I don't know, it's hard to say. It was a very strange thing to do.
繋がんないんじゃないですかね
多分繋がんないです
It didn't really match up with anything I would think he would be going for there. Oh my god, the down towards roundhouse. That was
今
weird.
国が貯めると思ってあれ出し
I would have thought low strong would be a better option.
苦しくなりましたね今
That was cool though, it worked really well.
国がプレッシャーかけに行く
But how different is that really from just doing like, you know, jump,
そうなんでしょう
which would have given Chun-Li a full jumping combo.
ゲージ
灼熱で
Oh, the low parry was good, but the punish
苦しい
didn't work.
次当たったら白黒さん使いそうですね
Generally speaking, Ryu likes crouch fierce after a parry.
なんとか当たる前に歩いてくるチュンリを止められないスライ
飛べない膝大工苦しい中足
ダッシュダッシュに中足跳躍さすが白黒さん勝ったのはモラリス
Chun-Li nasty.
次は決勝ですこの
次がこれか
Ooh, and Elena,
こっちか
my favorite. Is this MOV's team? That looked like a movie right there.
はい
Yep, it was.
さあユンセンは池子さんはユンセンしかやってなかった
Go Ikago. Hold it down for Elena.
前田と
そうですね町田
15年やってきた中
町田に最強ユンがいますから
僕の知る限り
In my Ken B&B video, I showed off that Ken can reversal Shippu
あしゃがみ中盤勝った
Elena's good overhead on hit.
お祭り男が
I felt kind of bad
さ
to show that off.
あの筋肉は伊達ではない
I felt kind of guilty.
さあ高い
-3 on hit.
切断
God, Elena was doing pretty well.
おっと逃げ
EX Mallet is like nowhere near as good in this game as it is in Street Fighter 4. Tell you that.
おー中足でしょ
大きいですかね今の
大きいですね
I already made a video talking about how to beat Birdie. Just spread mine around.
さすがメスターさん
Ooh, that really worked.
あ今の着
Yun's nasty.
さあ十分ですね切断切断
Throws really fast. So it's good after one parry.
さあ少し膠着状態ですが
Are the videos out of date at all? I wonder if Brady received any changes.
今日ほとんどガードされてないですねしかも
で結構あの速さでこういろいろなってると
I was going to do that for a bunch of characters, but really it's kind of hard because most characters don't have anything that easy to just point out.
弱弱中おっと
I made one for Korean, but it got a little outdated because they changed the way Mujin Kyaku's work.
高いですね
Ugh.
うまい
Both of them jumping at the same time was awkward as hell. Light Mallet's pretty good.
おっと出ない
If he canceled that, oh my god! Scary. If he canceled that, low strong into anything, he would have won. Into DP, rather. Elena has very little of the combos from a low strong, and that's like her only cancel.
さあでもメスターさんうまいっすねルナセン
It's the lack of an arcade mode.
で痛い
痛いな
That really matters in Japan. It doesn't matter in America.
周りからもう発動ですねこれはおっとスライディング入って
Oof.
前ブロ弱弱中
This is over. Elena's a little funny to juggle. It almost looked like she was about to fall out of that.
なんか一瞬ごちゃりましたが
おーっとここでオバナビル対決ですか
出ましたバナを
I want the Elena to do stuff. Now she can't do anything for the rest of the set, which means that Vanao and MOV need to win in order for the Elena player to do anything.
かなり分かってると
そうで
思いますすが
ねまあ僕ユン使ってたと思うんですけどやっぱキャラ的にはユンかなりいけますただやっぱ
If Sony didn't fund the game would probably would have come out a lot better. A lot of the problems came out from Sony's funding,
感じするんですよね
でメス G が昇天する絵もちょっと見えて
namely the
ますが
rushedness.
登り体系
Nice punish. Cancels the light tattoo like that are not safe.
下風呂勝負
That was pretty nice, and he's wasting like the whole fucking Gene time. Actually, he still got opened up. He probably should not have chased that Denjin in,
うまい
but it wasn't a horrible idea because, you know, of the Denjin hit. If he chased it in, it was more likely to hit.
見ててやばいですけどうまい
Oh no.
バナナもうまいですねさあメスターさんは削っていく
多分ギリギリ知らないと思うんだよな知らない
十分ですねこの技
Oof.
遅らせ壊しからの歩き投げ
This is a good Yun.
さあメスターさん無表情ですが
Very nice, very deep.
昇竜
Oh, the OS.
うまい
He was just trying to get meaty throw, but he parried a DP.
おっと
Very cool.
いろいろすごい
おっと拾われる
多分
Oh no! It should have been EX. I think he wanted light. I think he wanted the knockdown into... Oh, that was it. That was actually it. That was actually it. He just needed 2 parries. He only did 1. If he got the second parry, he would have gotten Crouch Fierce into Hatatsu into fucking Dungeon setup. Yes, we've talked about this before here. Moves that are punishable on hit are okay as long as they're not designed to fucking hit. Or they're only designed to hit at a certain range. A really good example is a slide. Most slides are punishable on hit if you space them wrong. So both players have to evaluate how far a slide is, whether it looked safe or not. It's fun. It's fun to have moves like that. Or like moves that are anti-airs. Reese Crouch Fierce by itself is not very good. On block, or on hit even. But as an anti-air, that doesn't matter. There's plenty of reasons move being unsafe on hit is okay. That's true. Capcom said that they probably would have waited another year to release Street Fighter V if not for Sony. I wanted another year 4, fuck you. 4 was like the very strongest it ever was. A lot of hits whiffed there, that was weird. Light Green Hand is -2 on hit now, and was unsafe on hit for most of the game's life. Green Hand is intended to like approach and to destroy fireballs. It's not really intended to hit. If it was safe on block, then Geef would be pretty scary because he's got like a meterless invincible attack that he can do, and he's also got a fucking command grab. Not a situation you want to be in. Even it being -2 is pretty scary when he ends a combo with it in Street Fighter 4 Ultra, but prior to Ultra it was minus like 5 or something on hit. The other versions of Green Hand are still unsafe even now. What the fuck was that? Wake up, stand strong into spinning bird kick? That was weird as hell. I'm gonna be something else. That's probably OS parry into fucking stand strong into spinning bird. I mean, I don't know. Fucking, it was weird. It was a weird thing to do. I don't want to see a movie. Show me the game. Oh, this is tricky. Yup, there's 3. This one's the low forward. Oh, it was still another command grab. Where's the game? Back strong is close strong, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I might be wrong. Something has a few normals where she can do the close version with back. Stand Fierce works like that. Close Fierce and back Fierce are the same normal. Nice. Max damage punish too. Can Movi be beaten? He had to use 2 supers to get that. Maybe his name is MOV because he can only open .mov files because he only uses Apple. from 1998, 1995. And that's why he always picks Chun-Li, is because he likes Apple products.
いやでも動きが戻ってて嬉しいですね。
動きが戻ってる。
半端ないっすわ本当に。
いやこれ本当注目のね対象戦ですね。
Maybe his name is MOV because he likes to move it. Move it.
MOV タイヤ君。
This is a match I'd pay $1 to watch. So I'd like if the camera wasn't doing something crazy. I'd pay $1 to be here to watch this.
いきなり鉄腕が入っていいダメージでしたね。ユン側としてはもやっぱない時に行くしかないですよね。
さあ発動。ヤックンは大パンループ装備してます。
I'm surprised pay-per-view matches aren't the thing in fighting games yet.
最初の直二択が。
I feel like there have been a few here and there.
うまい。
But there aren't enough... Oh, look at that. EX shoulder combos. There aren't enough theoretical matches.
頼れる男ですね。さあチュンリー側までもまあ1本目はしょうがないかなっていう。ああ大パンに。うわーいきなり投げ。
初手で投げる。
勝負いきましたね。うわ。
There aren't enough exhibitions.
できてる気がする。
I don't want Daigo and fucking Alex Valle to be at the same tournament and not fight, you know what I mean? You got Daigo there, let's have an exhibition.
手前に。中足砲力。
ただこれユンもたまるんで油断はできないんですよ。
I wish exhibitions were more of a thing.
これやばいんじゃないか。
That was almost really good. I mean, what he got was fucking hard as hell already, but he couldn't complete. I like the Master Series a lot. Was it shit on? I remember 895.
見づらかったですね最後のショーパンターゲットが。
That's how much it costs to talk.
いやでも MOV 見せてくれましたね。
いやー
さすが
そうですね。人間の性能の高さを。
最後の方はもうかなり全盛期みたいになってましたねなんか。
はいはいじゃあ
モラリ
There was one that you had to pay to watch, wasn't there?
ヤックンがなんかアドバイスしてますね。さあ決勝戦行ってみましょ
That's true, it would just get pirated.
1ラウンド目かなり重要なんで。
Time unlock is like the only way to do it. And then aggressive shutting down of pirated restreams. Big punish. Oh, that was the right punish, I think. He should have done it from stand strong instead of low forward, probably. Stand strong's a lot faster.
ですが、まあ安く済みましたね比較的。え、しゃがみ中パン止めました。
That was nice.
う。決断は許さない。
Matsukin shutting down these tackle cancels.
壊しキャンセル弱鉄さん
Not having it.
マツケンさんは
It's just like, how about no?
剣は中段見えないですよね。
さあ、ゲージがうましない。足が刺さる。今のは純粋な確認じゃないですかね。多分打ち切っていったかわかんないですけど。マツケンさんさっきからこういうとこ光りますね。しぶとい。
しぶといですね。
負けそうなところからのしぶといこう粘りが
さあ発動。
ありますね。
中足奥。
さっきから結構中足暴れますね。さあ一問
That was a good whiff.
っていう美味しい展開になりましたね。
これは
It'd be kind of unhype if Daigo just lost, like, match 1.
あでも
It'd be kind of fun to have, like,
確か竜巻
every entrant of the tournament against Daigo. There it is. There's the punish. There's the punish low forward. Every entrant of the tournament against Daigo until Daigo loses. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Daigo versus everyone.
さあどっち行きますかね。
They do that kind of thing in Japan from time to time.
いやでもやっぱこういう時はね、マツケンさん頼りになりますよやっぱり。
さあケオさんが座りました。
さあ G 砲系を。いきなり歩いてタッチ系やりましたね今向こうは。
That stand strong whiff to get the command grab, but Ken just jumped anyway.
モンジで
Seeing a whiff normal makes people a lot more likely to hit delayed buttons and a lot less likely to go for a parry.
地獄の画面端。
Or like an escape of some other variety. Very nice. That was played basically perfectly.
ただあれヤンにやられてるとちょっとテンパるんですよねやっぱ。
なるほど。ミスを誘ったの健三さんが。暴れるの早い。
I think I remember there being something kind of jank about the team battles.
うわっとブローライトの開けてる。
Viscant and LTG versus Daigo.
うまい。
I like that. And they just go back and forth fighting Daigo until one of them wins. It's like a contest to see which one of them can actually beat Daigo. And if Daigo plays like 50 matches without either of them winning, then Daigo wins. I would watch that. I would watch the shit out of that. So it's like still a competition between Viscant and LTG.
さあこれは白黒さんユンヤン性が結構自信あると。
LTG hasn't fucking made a call out video on me yet. I was kind of waiting for it. I was happy. He didn't even fucking copyright request me. He even deleted the comment he made.
白黒さんがかなりユンヤン性に自信
But he hasn't uploaded a video to YouTube like
結構最近
at all
大きい大会で白黒さんが
since I made my video.
確かに
クーペとかも確か白黒さんが勝ってます。
そうだね。
ここは任せろと。
I might have forced LTG to take a break from the internet, you know what I mean? I don't know if it was me.
ユンヤン戦
I don't know, often he makes videos or does streams. And I think he was just banned from Twitter right before I played him. Yeah, LTG made a comment. He made a comment that was like, fucking enjoy your fucking 15 minutes of fame compared to me, I'm already a better G than you are, soccer, or like something like that. And then like 15 minutes later he deleted it.
歩いて後ろにくぐり
LTG was subbed to my channel for a long fucking time.
ドラ大きいです
And then he just, he's not subbed anymore, but like, he was already not subbed by the time I ran into him and whatever. But he definitely knows at least a little bit who I am. But he didn't recognize me during my match with him. And he didn't recognize me after I uploaded the footage of my match with him. So I'm guessing he went to my channel and then remembered who I was and then deleted his comment. But I don't know if he deleted his comment because I'm a bigger name than he wants to mess around with, because I'm still a smaller name than him. Or if he like respects me or something like that. I don't know, it's hard to say. There's a lot of things that could be going into that. He could have just, you know, I need a minute. He deleted his comment and fucking backed off the internet. He could have been like, I don't want to fuck around with this. Like, nothing to do with me. Just like he didn't want the drama right then. He was pissed off and he didn't want drama.
さあ追い込まれた。
最初ヤック踏ん張れるか。
春理戦のヤックン。
まあさっき MOV も倒してますからね。
I mean, LTG gets call-out videos from everyone. I don't think a call-out video from me would be particularly notable.
KO さんが負けてからもヤックン
So the fact that I was like a known YouTube channel probably wasn't a big deal.
気持ち的にはかなりいけると思いますね。
The thing about heals is that heals are really fun. And the thing is, if you know someone's a heal, I feel like it's not as good. There has to be that question. I don't know if LTG's serious. I can't tell. Sincerely, I cannot tell. Sometimes I'm pretty sure it's a bit, sometimes I'm pretty sure it's the real thing. I am not sure. There's like evidence both directions.
すげえなっていう来撃なんですよね。
さあまず前方で。
But if I could tell, then it wouldn't make him as good of a heal.
と直でブロック
The Alex Jones of the FGC. I feel like he's more harmless than Alex Jones.
移動移動さあ発動
I feel like most people agree that he's a scumbag.
これは知りますねさすがに。
Alex Jones has like a fucking, I don't know. I guess most people agree that Alex Jones is a scumbag.
落としたくない。やばい圏内。白黒プレッシャーをかける。
I don't think he's fun in and of himself, but I think people really like videos of people calling him out, or videos of him being fucking angry.
今みんなちょっとのけぞりま
It's
した
like a fun topic.
見えなかったけどみんなが
お互い精神壊れすぎます。
LTG gets owned. It must have been fun for, I mean, like, come on, we all enjoyed fucking LTG versus Viscant, right? I did.
一発かけに今
I enjoyed watching that unfold.
激ムズなんですけど、
いや気づいたら一瞬で2ラウンド目。
厳しい表情。さあファイナルラウンドになっちまうのがマッチポイントですね。
白黒さん乗ってますね。
うわ高い。
すげえプレッシャー与えにいってる。
白黒さんの対応がすごいですね。的確。
Having a public enemy is kind of fun,
でもいいと思ってるんじゃないですかね。
as long as they're not actually hurting anyone.
攻めに行く。
前方
なるべく技を当てて発動したい。やる。これは
What's the Smash match
ちょっと腰からの
where the guy,
これはどう
one guy accidentally unplugged his controller in a Smash Bros match, and the other player paused because he was waiting for the first player to plug back in his controller, and then the guy whose controller got unplugged tried to take the match from the guy who paused because he paused. That's a bigger scumbag than LTG has ever been.
今ちょっと削りのあれも意識しないといけなかったから、あの雷撃は飛べないでしょうね。
なるほど EX 切断とかなんかそういうのもいろいろ込みで。
あそこで飛ばれたら無理ですね。あ、西川君がやっと。
Is this an Alex?
何使ってくるかですね。キャラ何でも使えるんだあいつは。
さあ何でも使えると。
Hover and ever Yan. Yan is not Alex.
行きましたユンドウキャラ。
運動キャラ。
ゲームがしたいと言っていた西川君
F champ is a better heal.
自分の力で。
黒いまま。黒が西川君かな。
そうですね。黒が西川で青がヤックンですね。
さあ一発で投げていく。あ、高い。
ヤックンが高い。
Oh, he went for multi parries.
あうまい。歩きから
He thought the stand short was gonna be canceled to like a light dash punch or something.
補正を切ってうま暴れんの。
Post 2016 Combo Fiend. Maybe if he played more.
暴れしてますね。さあで
あ、難しいとこだな。まあしょうがないでしょう。これは。
がこれももうねほとんどユンが相手のユンが
Interesting ender.
さあ西川君がたまる。
Oh, that hitbox on that attack, EX up kick, is really shit.
大人な
It is an invincible reversal and it's pretty fast, but it's a very shitty hitbox.
逆に王手。
That's why Yuns don't use it that much. Yuns generally don't use EX moves if they can help it. You don't have a lot of meter to play around with Yun, and generally speaking, Ganachin is better than any fucking EX move. 9/10 of the time.
前方鉄断が入らず。
ああ、うまいし。
割と安全な
Oh, I like that.
取っていますが
He got pretty good damage out of it. No meter back though.
プレッシャーかけに行く。
おっとファイナルラウンド。
お互いのゲージもほぼ五分。
このラウンドのトが優勝。
How many points do you need to be top 5,000?
開幕でしょ。
あ、うまい。ターゲットかくってる今。
I think I'm like top fucking 15,000.
切らない。
切らない。
I don't think I'm in top 10,000.
十分ですね。
うわー、一発で。
おっと。さあ
He's not a bad player. People play too hard on him.
たまりそうだが。
He's not like fucking tournament winning, but he's like, you know, he's good. He's generally good. He puts in the hours, anyway. A lot more than I do. Can he get this? He did a baby mode juggle, and it failed to kill! Okay. He did the most baby mode juggle imaginable. And then he dropped his ender.
さすが。やるわ。
最後。
Sometimes when you do a juggle that you're not really used to doing,
あーってなんとか。
はい。
you can drop it.
面白かったですね。
Oh, it's over.
面白かったですね。
Turned out it was just a bunch of yuns in the top. Oh well. That was some good third strike anyway. This is the wrong... Yeah, look at that. We can't even see it. The sky. That crossed up. That's nasty. Or rather, it never crossed up. He hit on the same side both times. Favorite excellent adventure guest? That time they had Gamer B and Justin Wong and Marn. Marn was the best. Marn is in general the best. Like in the FGC, Marn is the best. K-Rad was really good. Combo Fiend is like probably the most... I feel like Combo Fiend would be most people's answer. Anyone remember Justin Wong heel days? It's a long time ago now. DSP's not even a player. DSP like is as old as the FGC, which is weird as fuck. Like he went to EVO before, long before Street Fighter 4 was out. He like made top 8 in an EVO or 2, I think, in like Street Fighter 2. But that was back before anyone played. He's like not a horrible Street Fighter 2 player. Hard for me to make an evaluation on how actually good he is. I see him in 4 and he's pretty trash in 4. He won an EVO. Good lord. What a cool anti-air. Oh, he dropped it. What is that horrible creature? Remember FSP versus Gandhi? Best match in the fighting game history. Honda's like not even that good in this game. There's always fucking alpha footage of people playing Honda. Japanese people like Honda. Japanese arcade players, because no one likes fucking Honda in tournaments. No, I didn't attend anything. That also applies to every other fighting game. I generally don't leave my house. Who is this? I don't know. It's fucking Ancho footage. Oh, Gandhi versus FSP. You know, that match. You must have seen it. Never did. I love the FGC is so much of a meritocracy that fucking there's this prevailing idea that people should not be given any sort of attention whatsoever unless they're good. I mean, I've seen Gandhi versus FSP a bunch of times, but I'll watch it right now. If you've never seen it. Jay Wong versus Dark Prince is fantastic. Which one? They played a lot. The one where Justin Wong randomed the team. That was Dark Prince, right? He randomed the team of like Ruby, Hart, Jill, Ken. I think Faye making it back is getting more and more likely. People are calling for him. He's not in the game yet. People are calling for a Rekka character. Capcom is, for the most part, giving people what they've been asking for. Street Fighter V's whole roster is requested characters and new characters. PR Og in Street Fighter 4 was pretty fucking great. I miss him. I miss PR Og. Damn, that's embarrassing. That's like 3 of the worst characters in the whole game. Roll and Surfbot are like bottom 2, I'm pretty sure. But the third worst, like, it really depends on who you ask. I know a lot of people think Mingo is pretty bad, the fucking cactus guy. But he can do some interesting things. I've heard Thanos be called one of the worst characters, but he can do some really interesting things too. They would definitely not change Phase Rekos to be behind V-Trigger. I can tell you with a certainty. If Faye gets in for being a highly requested character, they're probably not going to fuck with his general gameplay too much. It's not redundant with another character. People were so afraid of something about Sagat being hidden behind Trigger. But we got a pretty much straight Sagat. I didn't like Fudo Faye, the Evo where he showed up, but I came around to liking him. Okay, if they do anything to Faye, I can see them hiding his fucking command grab behind V-Trigger. Imagine if you just get like 4 command grabs per V-Trigger. But it's like a really good command grab. It's like a command grab that you can still combo like a Stand Fierce on the ground. Faye having a command grab is not how he was originally designed, but I think that it works decently well on his character. He's not very mix-up heavy apart from that. He's mostly just like a pure spacing poking character. Apart from that command grab. Yes. Korean used to have a command grab. It is not anywhere in the game now. Her back throw is a little bit like it. I like when they reuse animations, like Ryu Shinshoryu EXDP and stuff like that. Dictator's EX scissor kick, being a little bit like a super ender. Yeah. No cancel below. You've got to do a 1-frame link into low jab. It might be a 2-frame link actually. I think it is a 2-frame link. You got no cancel below forward or anything. Yeah, because you can link low short straight into stand fierce, close fierce, so it's +4, and his jab is 3 frames, so 2-frame link. Which command grab is that? She's got the one that she can do after some follow-ups, but she can do that outside of trigger. She can do it after Rasenha. She can't do it by itself. It is a liability though. It catches people going for certain punishes, but there's a punish you can go for that'll always account for it, so not a huge deal. He had nothing invincible and he was about to get guard broken. And if he got guard broken, he died. And if he didn't block, he died. Julie is like Kimmy, except she's got that, she's still motion, like Kimmy. But she's got that tackle, that flying kick. I don't know why I call it a tackle. Instead of spiral arrow. Which is worse. She'd rather have the spiral arrow. And she doesn't have Killer Bee, whatever it's called. The flip. Hooligan. She doesn't have Hooligan. She doesn't have the Killer Bee super either, but that doesn't really matter. Because this is V-ism. Julie's in Street Fighter 5, don't you know? She also had her 2 moves. They gave her 2 whole special moves. She had the uppercut and she had the flying kick. Already finished. Have you played her? She is about as far as you can get from being finished. Only like half the dolls are even in 5. Junie's not even canon anymore. I mean, she is canon, but like, she's not in Bison's control. She's off recovering in a hospital somewhere. A dizzy. Didn't see that coming. Dizzy's invisible in this game, so people don't pursue it that much. It goes down pretty fast, and you need a lot of hits to get one. So apart from some touch of dizzy combos, you don't usually see dizzies. Oh, I doubt it. Cross Tekken didn't have to suck. I wish they'd revisit it. It'd be kind of cool if they did some dolls like the Ninja Turtles in Injustice. I'd actually be down with that. Read those rolls. Fun fact, Julie and Junie have two special moves they can only do if they're both two special moves and a super that they can only do if they're in dramatic battle mode with each other. Ryu gets dizzy's like nothing. Kinda down with that. I don't even care if they all have the same normal set. Or only with minor differences like the existing dolls. Street Fighter Alpha 3's ending seems to imply, in like most characters' endings, that all the dolls escaped. It's either not addressed or all the dolls get away. So it's kind of weird that they're all except Junie. They show Junie has gotten away in 4, and then it's like, oh, Junie's the only one who made it away in 5. It's just like, well, we still want to use the dolls. So they just kind of, you know, ignore that they theoretically got away. You can only do that as a reversal. Very strange attack. This is a cool song. But you can get dizzy straight into another dizzy. On some characters. It's kind of grimy. It gives them some touch of death on certain characters. The taunt. Disrespect. How old is Ryu in this game? Young 20s? It's weird to think that Ryu is only a couple years older than Sakura. That movie killed Ryu with does an ass ton of damage. It's a 360 kick. It's a hit grab. It pretty much is only used in that context from what I can tell. It's really hard to block Ryu's corner setups. They also do a lot of damage. Sodom is like top. Sodom is like top 3. The reversal activate. That juggle was kind of cool. That's the weirdest one. Damn, it's 3 AM. I'm not really tired, but I should probably get into bed just to fucking, you know, have a schedule. Ah, BB tag. I always forget, and then I remember, and it's like, oh yeah, I want to play that. I do want to play it. It's just always something. I'll try and look into that real soon. I'll get the DLC characters this weekend, maybe. I think I'm gonna go after this match. And then either finish the Alex tutorial or sleep. Oof. This should kill. Good shit. I'm going.